All right. Welcome in, everybody. We are getting ready to broadcast or we're not broadcasting. We are live streaming. I went radio mode, Joe.
Yeah.
I went back. I went to a deep spot in the back of my head. We
We're
are
here
getting ready.
live from my basement.
Yeah. I got it right there. No, we got the Focus Health 250. We just got done texting each other about the truck race. If you didn't know, Connor Zilic may be better than Jesus Christ, according to the Truck Series broadcast team. Did you catch that, Joe?
Yeah, he is. And I don't know. I don't know about Jesus Christ. That's a stretch, but I'll tell you what. He's better than Bubba Wallace.
Dude, I enjoy a good commentary. I cannot believe how much I had to hear Connor Zilic's name for a guy that ran up front for up to the first turn, and that's it. The entire race, he ran
Well,
up front to the first turn.
you may not know this because you may not have heard it 15 or 16 times during the broadcast. However, he was getting on a private plane from there and going to Pensacola to run in the ARCA Menards or ARCA East Series
Yeah,
tonight in Pensacola. Um, I felt like they needed to remind us of that 500 or 600 times today. I'm not sure.
I
Not
and
sure.
what?
Just in case you didn't catch it.
Yeah, he could have done that after the first lap, really. But what was weird, not to just jump on here and start complaining, but like normally the Truck Series race broadcast team is really good. I like
Mm-hmm.
Pearson and Michael Waltrip is much better on there than he is on his grid walk, for God's sakes. And Jamie Little usually does a good job, but holy smokes, I don't know. And the thing is, Corey Heim dominated. Didn't
Yeah.
hardly mention his name the entire time, but a very very exciting race. And Joe, we got some everyday NASCAR Cup drivers in this. SVG, Ty Gibbs, your boy Kyle Larson,
Yeah.
AJ Allmendinger's not a regular now, but he was last year. What are you looking forward to here in this Xfinity Series race?
Kyle
Yeah,
Larson coming from the back.
yeah. Yeah, he does. He did have an unapproved adjustment, so he will start at the very, very back. But that makes
No,
for good television.
yeah, no. In all seriousness, I tried to be sarcastic there. I don't think the finish paid off with my sarcasm because nobody's laughing. But
You don't know that. You don't know that.
I'm actually kind of excited to see what SVG is going to do too. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's what I thought. He qualified second. And let's see what Ty Gibbs is going to. Did Ty Gibbs won this race last year, or in 2022 in the Xfinity, right? Am I wrong on
He
that?
did win the Xfinity. I don't remember if it was last year, but he did win in the last couple years. I do remember that.
I do know that one of those races he drove balls out because I think he beat Chase Elliott. I think Chase
Chandler
Elliott.
Smith won here last year, and then
Okay,
it was Ty Gibbs the year before.
okay, because yeah, Chase Elliott was running in that. Of course, he wouldn't have been running here last year because he decided to go snowboarding. But yeah, so there's a couple drivers I'm looking forward to see. Ross Chastain, I thought it was kind of funny watching Ross Chastain in the truck race battling his number in the
Yeah.
last couple of laps there. That was kind of cool.
Well, the craziest thing we saw, and we made this a short, is Marco Andretti just completely lost the back end of his truck. I've never seen that both tires connected to the axle were just rolling down the road. I mean, I can't even think of
Uh,
another time I've ever seen that before in my entire life.
and it's not even really close to that. And I forget who it was. Did a couple barrel rolls in the All Star race a couple of years ago.
Kyle
Um,
Busher.
yeah, and his back wheels came off, and the tether was just holding them on, or the retention tether, or whatever that piece is called, to keep his wheels from flying up in the air. That's the closest I've ever seen to anything like that.
Well, it looks like
Sheldon
Sheldon
Creek.
Creed and Ty Gibbs are going to the back as well.
Yeah.
Cody Jinks. I'll be dang. I'm going to go see him with Luke Combs at Paycor Stadium together.
You are.
Yeah. That
Thanks
is
for the
not what normal country singers look like. I
yeah.
will
Thanks for
say
the
that.
invite. By the way.
Do what?
Yeah. I'm going to see Wheeler Walker Jr. Behind the creek where the two big trees come
Yeah.
up. There's going to be
Well,
7 of us there.
while watching Walker Texas Ranger.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's Cole Custer. Man, that looks like a tight helmet. I don't know how he does it. I do have some caution entertainment. I found these 1991 Winston Cup Pro Set racing cards. I opened a couple up, pulled a Harry Gant and a nice Kodak number 4 Ernie Irvin. And
How's
we also
your
have some Prism new set that just came out, some blaster packs here. So we'll see what we can pull. Oh, I did pull a Tony Stewart last time we opened cards. Tony Stewart autograph. My light is like, hey, I don't give a shit if you want to show that or not.
Tony Stewart? I saw a good video of Tony Stewart today.
Did you?
Yeah, I think it was from I think the 2011 Talladega race, where he was giving an interview. He was like, "You know what I think we should do? I think we should keep going until half the field is crashed out. The fans deserve to see more wrecks."
I think I do remember that
And
actually.
then you know what? With 10 to go, I think we should split the field. One could go one direction, the other could go the other direction. Just see what the hell happens. He said, "Next year, I'm voting for a figure 8 here." I don't know what the rest of the drivers want to do, but I think we ought to just turn Talladega into a figure 8. And let's what the hell? Let's just see what happens.
Yeah,
Forget how funny that guy is.
That'll probably be a short in the weeks to come. Come dig a week. We usually try to put our shorts out, not just on the laundry, but also the same to coincide with the race week that week. Coded's a little more difficult, because we really only had we had a decent race, and then we had
Ross Chastain acting like an idiot, and then
that was the decent race, and then we had a hurricane.
Mm-hmm.
So we did put both those out. They mentioned multiple times too that Carson Hocevar is terrified of the tower. I guess tomorrow on the pre-race show, if you are so obliged to watch such a thing. I don't watch any pre-race show, but they're going to talk about how him and Michael go up there and how terrified he is. And Joe, they did the math on how many Carson Hocevars it would take to make that tower.
What is he, 6'6"?
That 6'6" or 6'5"?
Okay, I'm going to take a guess.
Okay.
I think that would be entertaining.
Let me just interrupt you while you're using your brain. This is the type of stuff that Fox invests in versus better camera work or some pre-race stuff that's just really engaging. They're like, how many Carson Hocevars you think could make that tower? I don't know. Let's get Michael Waltrip and find out.
I'm going to guess 72.
Well, I mean, I could actually do the math. You know what? I'm not going to steal Fox.
I don't know how tall the tower is.
I don't want to steal Fox's thunder. I know that they probably put a whole lot of 10 minutes into that plus editing. So,
how tall is the tower?
I don't know. I can look at my phone. I mean, because
you asked me a question. You posed a question. You don't have the answer.
No, I said that's the thing that I was making a statement. You said you wanted to guess how tall it was.
Oh, I thought you knew.
No, I have no idea.
Hell with me then. I didn't know. I'm an idiot.
How tall is the tower? At 251 feet tall.
Oh, okay. Well, I was about 100 feet off, so I'm going to take back my guess.
251 divided by 6.5.
41 and a half. Carson Hocevars.
This says 38.6. If he's 6'6". You might gain. You do what?
6'5".
I know. I'm going to say 6'6" because that's easy math for me to put 6.5 in a calculator.
Well, when you're talking about math, 1 inch matters. Ask my wife.
Well, yeah. I won't argue with you there. Career average finish at Austin for AJ Allmendinger, 1.3. That's not bad. That's pretty good. Career average finish.
Is he having a heart attack?
No, probably. He's got to listen to Joey Logano on his radio.
Shut up, Joey.
Yeah. Look at Shane. He's already passing people.
It is early spring here in southern Indiana, Ryan, and I don't know about you. and it drives me nuts. But I'm getting one or two random flies every now and again,
Yeah.
and then I see them, and it really ticks me off.
Yeah. The thing that we get, and I've told you, because actually in one of our betting shows, literally as we started, one attacked me.
Okay,
Those there's invasive not ladybugs.
oh yeah, the not ladybugs that didn't used to have spots, and now they do.
Yeah.
And then most son of a bitches bite too. You're like,
That's,
oh look, a cute little ladybug. Then they land on you, bite you, and you're like, son of a bitch.
yeah. I don't know. Thanks, China.
Yeah,
Another thing you brought to the United States.
yeah.
Some call them the Chinese bug. That's not what I call them. That's what everybody else calls them.
Become the Wutan fly.
Oh, that's nice. Daniel Suarez and Shane Van Gisbergen are having a conversation where neither one of them can understand each other.
It's not hate speech. It's the truth. It comes from China.
Yeah, the bug comes from China. You know what? While we got a second, let's open up a 1991 Winston Cup.
You can't do that yet.
Yeah, we can. I got 4. Any guesses on the driver you want that we'll see?
What year are these from?
91.
Ooh,
And I'll be honest, some of these guys I've never heard of. Oh, we do have a Miss Winston in the back, Joe.
Oh man. You got a Darrow in there?
A DW? I did pull a DW car earlier, but I haven't pulled the driver, so here we go. All right. We got Mike Beam.
Oh yeah, old Mike. I remember him.
Oh my God. Who is it? Pete Hamilton?
Is he on a cell phone?
Who is that? Richard Broom? That's an awful way to spell Broom. He does have the Kodiak Bear on him, though.
Yeah.
Hey!
It's sideways.
You
Now it's upside down.
Old D-Dub. That's my favorite car. I'm going to angle it a little bit.
Travis.
What'd he say?
Incredible show.
Shut up, Travis.
Travis.
He said that in spite.
Yeah.
Dick Brook. That's a hefty looking guy right there. I'm not getting in fights with Dick.
Oh.
JD McDuffie. Oh God, what's this?
Who's that? I can't read it.
William Stavola.
Oh yeah, Will.
7 career top. No.
7 career top 37s.
No, it says actually he finished 13th in points in 1988.
Huh.
The Quality Care Ford. Is that Rusty?
Rusty.
Is that Rusty? Brett Bodine. We got
You know what I hear
Moody Jr.
You know every time I hear Brett Bodine, you know what I think of?
What's
you ever
that?
seen the movie Terrible Bosses, where they're like, I have a football signed by Manning, and then they look at it and they're like, I don't think this means Eli.
That's an interesting looking car. And then everybody's favorite.
Oh yeah,
Miss Winston.
Yeah,
Renee White.
She's somebody's grandma now.
Yeah. She might. When I first saw that card, without even looking who that was, I thought it was Reba McEntire.
What's your odds on a wreck on the first turn?
Like just somebody spinning around, or
yellow? No. Cautions don't count on road courses.
85%.
No, it's odds.
You can't say that, Travis. That's copyrighted, probably.
I'm mad at Travis.
Why is that?
Well, I saw a little snip from our show the other day. I think Travis was saying that I was a Joe Biden supporter.
Really?
Yeah. That's how I took it the second time I listened to it. He asked if Joe Biden was my favorite donkey.
Oh.
Yeah.
He may have thought you had donkey, though. I mean, that's a legit question.
Like,
if you're going to name an ass, If you're going to name an ass, like, why would you not name it that?
Yeah. I do have a rat named Joe Biden.
Oh. Yeah, you should do something about that too. Your kid's toes are all bit to hell.
Kick the shit out of my cat. I do apologize. There's that fly. I'm going to catch it with my bare hands.
I do want
around me.
One of your favorite events. We got the Indy 500 on the can.
Yeah, I'm still debating whether I'm going this year. You want to go?
No.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
No way. Nope. Absolutely not.
What a dick.
Absolutely not. I do not want to go. Alex LeBay.
To be fair, I don't want to go either.
Oh, Daniil Kvyat. He hasn't got canceled yet. Good for him.
Did he say I'm from Oakland and New Zealand? Or
it kind of sounded that way. I have both headsets on. What is that?
It's a supercar.
It looks like a hatchback Corolla.
That's what they look like. Look at that thing.
Ed Jones. That's exactly what you think of as somebody from the Middle East. Ed Jones.
Every time, and forgive me if this sounds a bit, I don't want to say racist, but it's gonna sound, but you know when you get the telemarketer and they call you, obviously they speak very broken English.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, hey, what's your name? And they're like, Pete Smith. And I'm like, is that your real name?
Come on, Pete.
Come on, Pete.
Come on, Pete. This isn't my first time calling human resources. Come on now, Pete. Man, we need to get this going. Typical NASCAR, 20 minutes late.
I told you it was going to start late.
Yeah, I didn't think 20 minutes.
Well, I figured it would because the truck race, what, about 35, 40 minutes over?
Yeah. We'll do it here in a little bit. I was gonna do something, but we'll wait. There's the Justin Allgaier corn car. Who you got winning? You gonna pick your boy?
I'm gonna go with SVG.
Okay, I was gonna go Ty Gibbs. I'm all Ty Gibbs this weekend.
Well, yeah, they said that this Xfinity car is about as close as you can get to one of those supercars that they drive.
That's a lot of people to the rear.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to go Sheldon Creed. I feel like Sheldon's due for a win, and he almost won in Portland when we did the live stream last year.
I'm just really excited about all those people in the rear.
So Josh Williams did not qualify because he was on baby watch. Mm-hmm. And then somebody commented in the thing, Joe, and it said, you didn't qualify because you're not good at qualifying. And he replied back with, go F yourself.
Josh Williams? I love that guy.
What they were learning, he may show heart at some opportunities, but he also has no issue telling people how he feels too. So
he also has no issue just parking his car on the track and leaving.
Yeah.
Here we go.
He did have a baby. Oh my God. Shane Van Gisbergen just shot out of a cannon.
I told you. Well, I didn't really tell you that, but I'm going to take credit for knowing that.
I told you. When I thought that, I told you.
I want to see how many people are going to get screwed up in the S car. Did you see how many penalties were in the truck race?
I did.
Not staying on the track?
It's weird because, like, some parts of the track, Joe, I know the S curves are the only ones they really give penalties for being track limits, but there's some
like turns, right here.
Yeah, there's some turns that they just like they don't even they go on the inside of the rumble strips.
Yeah, I guess. Right. Well, I mean, look at SVG right there. He's in the grass.
He's in the dirt. Yeah.
So what I understand, or my understanding of the S curves here, as long as you got a part of the car, a tire out of the red, you're good. But if all 4 tires go in the red, you gotta serve a pass through.
Yeah, there was a ton of truck penalties. Chandler Smith has had a top 5 every single race so far this year. Oh my God!
Somebody was way out in the grass.
Parker Kligerman in a nice looking car. So SVG with the early lead, the dinger right behind him. AJ had a horrific start. Sam Mayer, the thickest eyebrows in all the Xfinity series back there, holding a pipe wrench. I don't know if you saw that.
You know, Sam Mayer reminds me of that kid, like the stereotypical kid, like you'd be at the park playing and, you know, they get their feelings hurt and he's like, well, screw you, dude. I'm taking my ball and going home.
Oh, we got spin. That's Chandler, isn't it?
I think that's Sammy Smith.
Oh, you're right. It is Sammy. His number's backwards from last year. He was the 18 in the actually he was 18 in that car running right there. Got spun around. I do want to say this. I saw a driver get spun out. It was Chase Purdy, as we got a replay here. That's just Austin Hill.
No, I think he was going anyway. They just helped him out.
Yeah. Austin Hill bumped the 8 car, and then the 8 car went into Sammy. But I did Chase Purdy, Joe, on the last lap was going into a turn and ended up getting wrecked by a guy 4 laps down because he overcooked the corner. Like, how would you feel if that happened to you?
I would feel like you should probably not be on the track anymore.
And this is why Travis didn't get an invite.
What did he say?
In reference to Ty Gibbs, he said Ty Dillon's in the race. See, he acts like he doesn't like Ty Dillon.
Mm-hmm.
But every opportunity he can to breathe oxygen,
right,
he mentions Ty Dillon.
Well, I feel like he's kind of already told us that he's a closet Ty Dillon fan.
Yeah. He's coming out of that closet. I did want to ask you this before we have that wreck. What is the higher odds in terms of, like, if you were going to put money down on something, that Cole Custer wins the race or Haley Deegan finishes on the lead lap?
Well, Cole Custer winning the race, I would think he probably has a better chance.
I feel the same way. I don't think we see the Deegan. Man,
you misogynistic assholes. It has nothing to do with her being a woman. It has to do that she sucks at driving a race car.
Yeah, and most people are like, oh, well, the trucks are just not fit for her. She needs to get an Xfinity ride. And she's garbage in it, too. Nice person, though.
Yeah.
Seems nice. Doesn't seem like
seems like she has fun.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like a prick like Danica Patrick was. We got Shane Van Gisbergen, AJ Allmendinger. Man, those would be great names to have in Scrabble. Get a lot of points for those. Sammy Smith, Sage Karam, Justin Allgaier, Cole Custer, Parker Kligerman, Sam Mayer. And then nobody really. We got old Jebby in 12th. The biggest mover so far. Ty Gibbs up 13 spots. Sheldon Creed up 9. Kyle Larson up 8. Everybody's been relatively
Somebody just got a pass through. I didn't hear. Somebody just got a pass through penalty.
What's interesting is Shane Van Gisbergen will be running that same exact paint scheme, but it will be in the 16 instead of that 97.
That boy can drive.
Yes, he can. And the guy behind him is pretty damn good, too. All right, we got our first commercial. That means another 1991 Winston Cup race pack. Not sure who the big winner was that first round. These were $1, by the way. And I still feel like I overspent. All right. Ooh, I like
what year are these from?
91.
Oh, same year. Let's do it. Who's?
Oh, here we go. Is it up? Oh,
upside down. Goes around the turn. He's right side up.
Every time. That's Dale Inman.
Ha! Don't remember him.
Nope. Iconic car, not iconic driver. Nope. I'm going to guess that's Dale Jarrett. The 21 Citgo, I'm guessing, is Dale Jarrett. It is Dale Jarrett. You can't really see that.
Can I have that?
I actually have a yes, you can. I actually have a model car for him. Oh, here we go. One of the best announcers in NASCAR history, Benny Parsons, and driver. Neil Bonnet. All right, so some guys we know, and all that changed when this country music singer, Richard Jackson. Ooh, that's Marky Mark right there.
Yeah, that's just a fan that they took out of the stands. It was like, hey, we get a picture.
Yeah, we got Mark Martin right there, Marky Mark. Who the hell is that? Wayne Bumgarner? Oh, it's a crew chief. Oh God.
Oh,
hey, man, D-Dub's all over this set.
like old D-Dub.
Got almost. Chuck Little and Alfred Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Hell if I know. Oh, what's this?
I can't tell.
Paul Goldsmith.
Yeah, that's actually Arnold Schwarzenegger's brother.
Nailed it. And then that's an old-looking car. I don't know who drives that. That is the number 52 Alka-Seltzer, drove by Rick Wren and Tommy Moore. Nope. Drove by Jimmy Means. He had 2 crew chiefs that year. That's usually not a good sign. And then, God dang.
Hey, at least his penis
is hanging out. I'm framing that. Jesus.
You know what?
Do what?
At least his penis isn't hanging out.
That mustache. I only live to look that good as Swervin' Irvin. What a great picture. Well,
he was in that poster, wasn't he? That picture. What year was that?
Oh, with all the drivers. I think I thought Richmond was the one that had his.
Hey, I think he was. That's why, but he was in that picture, wasn't he?
I'm for the 50th. It was the 50th anniversary, right?
Yeah. And how nobody caught that, I still to this day have no idea.
Well, they might have caught something.
I mean, I want to know who the first NASCAR executive was that was standing there and was like, now after a million of these things already went out, went, I think his penis is out.
Yeah. Huh. Remind me again, is Tim sponsored by Oscar Mayer? He's not, right? That's too bad. Well, we did.
The Dinger's up to second. He had a terrible start. He's already up to 2. Number 2. P2, baby.
I do want to show people.
That picture?
No, not trying to get canceled. I appreciate that, Joe. There you go. There's Josh Williams.
That's funnier than hell.
And then somebody asked for it to be. This made it even better.
That guy's great. I wish he was a better driver.
Right. I did want to show you. I'm not sure if you knew that Billy Ripken has one of the things that never that got messed up, didn't pass or got through quality inspection, and nobody paid attention. Have you ever seen that before? Okay, so this
I don't think so.
I'll show you. Here we go. Speaking of things that went through and somebody got fired. Here it is. I'm not sure you can see that, Joe. Can you read the bottom of that bat?
Oh, I have seen that. What does that say on the bottom of the bat?
F face.
Yeah, I have seen that.
And then once those went out, Topps did this. Not that that's not noticeable at all. Or excuse me, Fleer. Rest in peace, Fleer. But yeah, one of the best things to somebody. Like,
How
yeah,
much
we're
is
gonna
that card going? How much is a card like that going for these days?
about $25.
Okay.
Because I mean, it's an unintentional short print, so.
Yeah. That's no Donduras.
Race Center. Hold on. I can't.
It's no
Might as well
Topps.
take that down.
What's the other baseball card that put out a lot of cards back in the early '90s? No longer with us.
Well, we have. I mean, so Donruss is still there around. They're now owned by Panini. They did the Diamond Kings. That was a big popular set. You got Topps. You got Leaf. Leaf is still around, but not nearly as popular as they were. But Fanatics now owns Topps.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
got a car going to the garage.
Did you see who that was?
It was the 18, who I said was Sammy Smith last year, but I don't remember who it was this year.
I don't know who
I can
the
look it
18
up.
is either.
Sheldon Creed. Oh, wow.
Oh no!
Oof.
What
And
happened?
I know that.
Yeah.
Hey, now they're showing Sammy Smith. Now that I'm sure Travis is wondering, Ty Dillon's in 36, just in front of Leland Honeyman. Haley Deegan in 33rd. And John Hunter
Yeah.
Nemechek not doing very good. Still in 34th after starting in the rear.
Haley's having a hell of a race.
She's going to ask for a bonus after finishing in front of, well, maybe finishing in front of Sheldon Creed.
Who do you think we have a better chance of getting on this show, JJ Yaley or Haley?
Oh, JJ. JJ,
Yeah.
because we truly love JJ.
Yeah, we do love JJ.
Yeah.
I love JJ.
Yeah, there's nothing, there's no animosity towards JJ. And he has his own segment.
Yeah.
We're 6 laps, 14 here in the first stage. Right now, Shaneman Ginsbergen and AJ Allmendinger are the class of the field. AJ's just half a second. Actually, it's getting closer now that it shows him going to the front stretch here. AJ's been right along his tail, but hasn't been able to come around the side of him. But Sage Karam in third, Parker Klingerman in fourth, and the commercial said, I don't care.
Did those I do this a lot. I have mini strokes while we're doing shows.
It happens.
It is a health issue that I need to get taken care of, I think. But did you see the shot where they were showing SVG's feet? I think it was SVG's feet while he was shifting. Yeah, you were talking about baseball cards or something. Probably was a live stream of NASCAR. But anyway, I wish Travis was actually on here right now to talk about that, because that just looked incredible to me. His feet work as he was driving around that track. Is that your boy? Tell him I said hey.
No, not my wife's down here sweeping. But I did have a question for Travis too. The heel toe method. If you actually see some drivers, they'll put their heel on the gas pedal and then angle it to the brake, and when they shift down, they hit both at the same time. And I've never understood why they do that. Like when they go to shift, they'll hit both the gas and the brake at the same time. It looks very, very difficult.
I'll tell you what, we have a resident driver on this show, and we have questions like this all the time, and it really makes it difficult to ask him when he's not here.
Well, I mean, he goes on sometimes. I don't know if like a soliloquy is the right word, and like we have these thoughts, and he gets to his soapbox and he starts talking and we're engaged, and then by the time he gets done, I'm like, damn, what was I going to ask him? But,
yeah.
Joe, got a new pack for you.
Yeah, you're going to run out of these.
I know, but we won't have as many commercials in the second part of the stream.
I'm going to have to fix my room here. I got a room. I kicked, we got the couple bedroom house here. I kicked my son out to the hallway and I said, I'm taking this room.
Oh, those are shiny.
Who is that?
That was Tyler Ankrum, I believe.
Oh, I told him you don't get a room
That
anymore.
doesn't.
I'm going to use it to podcast and live stream on the internet because I'm the only thing that matters here. I
Oh,
really got to
there.
fix this window.
That's all right. You look good. The Rocket,
Yeah.
big
Now
wiener.
that's an Oscar Mayer wiener right there.
You got Justin Haley. Who would have known moving to Rick Ware Racing would be better than staying at college? We got a silver of Harrison Burton. Might as well use
Hey.
that as a drink coaster.
Yep.
And a Carolina blue
You got JJ Yaley there?
of Jeremy Clements. Might as well be. Oh, and we're back. How about that?
And for anybody that's watching, I don't make my son sit in the hallway. Come on. Or sleep in the hallway. Where you go making phone calls like, you won't believe what this guy said.
Yeah. He's somewhere. His shirt says coach.
Every time I see somebody with a shirt that says coach on it, I go, how come they put couch on your shirt? They
Yeah.
can.
Your son, what position is he playing tonight in the football game?
I'll probably play fullback.
Oh, okay. Little Mike Allstott.
Yeah, a little in linebacker. That's probably where he'll be.
You mentioned you guys were in a tackle football league. Has he chilled out on the tackling in the flag football that you guys play?
Not really. Not really.
Okay. All right. Good.
The entire team has actually gotten better with it. The first week we had officials coming up to us like, "Look, coach, I don't know. I mean, I know these kids are, but they're gonna have to quit tackling people." And I'm like, "I swear they don't mean to do it."
It's not something we take pride in, but do you like their form?
So they have gotten better. I actually don't like it. I mean, I think flag football is great to keep kids playing football. The one thing that I don't like is I do think that it does teach bad habits like that. Because now I see the kids where they're just, reaching their arm out to grab a flag instead of breaking down like they should be. So there are some cons to keeping kids playing football in flag football.
Joe, here you go. They bring up Chris Rice, who you can barely see. Right next to him is Matt Collig for the team called Colic Raising, but he can't get a bottom third. It's just Chris Rice that gets the glory. Matt Collig looks pissed. He goes, I spend so much money on this stupid shit. Can't get no sponsors. Stupid Celsius. Not even what we use.
I just want blur.
Uh-oh. Is that our first Larson shot of the entire day?
Currently 15th.
Trying to track down Jesse Love. Man, Kyle Larson, he needs to get like just a different paint scheme once in a blue moon. Is that okay? Is it okay to have a different paint scheme one time ever anywhere?
I think I'm just going to be blurry.
Number 2.
Who is this talking?
Daniel Suarez, amigo.
Okay, that's who I thought it was. I just wasn't sure.
Still better than listening to Logano pretend to be funny. Hey, there you go. You're clear now.
Yeah, I'm back. I had to get on the right angle for the camera to pick me back up.
Man, look at Ty Gibbs. Started 31st and up to 7th. He's doing twice as good as your boy.
He is, but he's about to wreck.
He needs to grow a beard. You think he can?
I don't think he can. I don't think he can.
I don't think he can either. Or Sam Mayer.
Not like me. I just shaved last week.
Mine's like 2 weeks, man. I can't grow anything on the side.
No.
It's rough.
Just grows in all white trashy like that?
Yeah. There's nothing incorrect about that statement, so I have no rebuttal. Well, unfortunately, for you guys listening, not much going on in this race so far compared to the truck race.
Got a pass through penalty.
Is it a pass through or is he actually pitting?
No, it's a pass through penalty.
He did pass through. Well, that's why he was doing twice as good as Kyle Larson because he cheated.
Yeah, that's because Instead of the S curve, he's just driving a straight line through the S curves. So hey, let's see if they find out.
Yeah. Look at these idiots driving this way. There's a golf cart over there.
It's like it's paved the whole way, guys. We don't have to.
Oh, we got. Hey, the dinger looks like he's about to pass. What is this camera guy doing?
Yeah.
Oh, he did. Jesus Christ, Fox. Oh my God. We have one pass. The dinger's gonna do her.
Oh, I think he came too hot into that. Was that turn one? Are they on turn one?
No.
Whatever.
They're or
Okay.
actually, I think you're no. I see the top there. God, I'm not counting
Okay.
all those. That might have been 9. I think 9's at the very top of the hill.
Yeah.
We
Which
should have
I
checked the
don't know.
odds on this.
I don't. That's a hairpin, obviously, but I don't know what degree turn that is. But I actually thought he made the pass, but I thought he came into that a little too hot. I thought SVG was going to overtake him, but the Dinger did a good job there.
Man, you see how rough those bumps are. Like when they come through there and hit them. And another thing too, Joe, they're using the H pattern shifter. They're not using
Right.
the sequential gear shift, which is something a little bit different for SVG learning in the Xfinity because they use. I think they might even use paddle shifters on those supercars.
I'm not sure. I know the steering wheel's on the wrong side.
That's true. 11 career road course wins. Robbie Gordon, so jealous.
You ever seen Caddyshack?
I haven't. Heard it's a good
Oh, okay.
movie. So we got 4 to go. That'll bring us to lap 15 of 46. Currently in the top 10, you got Allmendinger, Van Gisbergen, Parker Kligerman, Sage Karam, Sammy Smith, Austin Hill, Sam Mayer, Justin Allgaier, Cole Custer, and Mr. Retzloff. I just honestly thought we would see a lot more bumping and a lot more incidents, but they've kept it pretty civil so far.
Yeah, you seem to have that too. Like, the trucks put on a really good race. You get excited, and you're like, we're going to see 2 of these today. And then, Xfinity comes out. Oh, there's the penalty. Look at that. What road course did Suarez win on last year, a couple of years ago?
I believe Sonoma. I believe he won at Sonoma last year or
What?
2 years ago. Last year? No, it was 2 years ago.
It's 2 years ago.
No, Austin Hill and waving. Does that mean he's going to go
It
to the
wasn't
pits?
Sonoma. It was what's the road course we just lost last year? It was the last road course there, or last time they ran there. I can't remember. The course used to go through the town.
Used to go through the town.
Yeah, there's a little town there. I forget. I'm having a brain aneurysm right now too. I can't remember the name of it.
Oh no.
Anyway,
Joe.
like the week after they ran there, NASCAR announced they weren't going back.
The only one I can think of that we went and they didn't go back was Road America. I didn't think he won at Road America.
I can't remember.
You got me curious now. I'll look it up. Looking up Daniel Suarez.
Here we go. We're pitting.
Obviously, AJ Allmendinger and Shanvin Gisbergen. Well, Allmendinger is full time. He could have stayed out or went in. Drivers. Suarez. That's messed up. It says clinch playoffs. It's weird. All-time career wins in 2022.
Kyle Larson had to be speeding on the pit there.
Suarez became the first Mexican-born driver to win a Cup Series race by winning at Sonoma in
Okay.
2022.
No Sonoma then. He was right.
This guy. Well, Allmendinger's pulling away from Shane. He's got about a second on him now. Your boy Larson actually has lost a spot in 16th.
Yeah.
And if you're wondering, William Byron captured the pole for the Cup Series race. I believe it's Ty Gibbs and Tyler Reddick behind him. Oh, the dinger brings it in 2 laps to go. Shane Van Gisbergen
He said,
right
I don't
behind
care
him.
about points. I'm here to win this thing.
That's right. I don't know what the strategy would be to go in 1 lap later than everybody else. Hopefully they don't have Kyle Busch's pit crew.
No. Well, let's see if anybody gets hit.
Some guy just falls over. Still using 5 lug nuts in the Xfinity Series. Ooh,
Oh, no.
Allmendinger seemed like he took for a while. Oh, and he stalled it. We got 2 people. They both messed up. I think Allmendinger had a long stop, and then Van Gisbergen stalled it. Dang, he just now got going. Wow. That's a rookie move. That's a rookie move.
Yeah, but he's not really a rookie.
I know.
He's used to shifting with his left hand.
Ligament.
That's what happened. Yeah. He accidentally put it in reverse.
Yeah, he turned the windshield wiper on the left side. What the hell?
Oh, man.
It's not raining at all.
Windshield wipers, I like to call them the windshield spoiler.
Yeah, pretty much. Serves a lot of purpose on there. Remember back, some guys were just not even putting one on.
Yeah. Well, they all put them on now. If you can put them on, because they turn it into a roof rail basically now.
Right. So it'll be Kligerman coming to the 1 to go here in the end of stage 1. Got Brennan Poole up to 11th and Josh Bilicki up to 9th. That's big time. Alex LeBay in 7th. Some guys not usually up there.
We need a Xfinity live stream video made. We need to do the Where is Haley Deegan?
Yeah. 3 spots ahead of JJ Yaley.
Oh.
Go ahead. I'm going to pull up the race center so people can actually see. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted either.
Not where I parked my car.
There we go.
Oh, you're coming in hot.
He can make a few mistakes being up 3.4 seconds.
No, you can't. I learned that playing F1 2024. Couple mistakes.
How's that been going?
Yeah. Well, I'm fairly good when I set the setting to easy.
Yeah.
I tried to run a full race.
No damage.
Yeah, no damage. I tried to run a full race. Contrary to popular belief, you do have to change those tires. That's what I thought.
That's Bush League. Joe, you won't believe this. If you look at the raw feed, Haley Deegan has the fastest lap at a 87.6.
I don't believe it.
Oh, that's speed. I'm an idiot.
Ah.
Haley Deegan has the slowest speed out of everybody here. I'll take a my bad. That's not my best. They curve the tires. And it will be Parker Kligerman getting in first place and almost nobody battling behind him. All 19 fans at the Xfinity race go wild. All right. Well, definitely was hoping for something more exciting than that.
I'm back.
I see that.
Yeah, I got a phone call. I didn't
Yeah.
figure anybody wanted to listen to it, so just stepped out. We got to get you. We got to cartoon you like I cartooned myself here.
Yeah, you did a good job. You did a good job. I'm opening up a new pack. I hope this last pack's autographed. I'll just say that. This last card. We got Zane Smith,
Hey,
who has been really bad so far this year, his rookie year. Martin Truex.
Yeah.
Riley Herbst. We got Ross Chastain Pot of Gold. It's an interesting leprechaun looking. I don't know what they were thinking there. That's not a good look.
I like it.
Please. Oh, not autographed. That's too bad. Kyle Busch.
Can I have that?
I don't care. I wish it was numbered, but it's not. It's a red parallel of Mr. Rowdy. Now we'll go back to the 1991. Joe, I thought we were going to get a good treat here being on the live stream. Thanks a lot, Xfinity Series. All right. We got sideways, now upside down. Still don't know who the hell it is.
I can't see
Elmo Langley. Big fan
Wow.
of his. Big fan of Elmo. We got Bob Whitcomb. Glenn Wood, one of the Wood brothers. That's an iconic looking picture. Is that a Ray Bestis brakes car?
Sure.
Pretty sure it is. It is. Drove by Hutch Strickland, owned by Bobby Allison. Oh, there's Mark Martin again on a. Why would they take this picture so off center?
Little Folgers. Well,
there you go.
Well, LSD was big back in the day.
We got legend Marilyn Green from Stoke City, North Carolina. Marilyn was the first Mrs. Winston.
Yeah. Just curious, when you get done, look her up and see.
Danny Glad.
See how old she is.
Oh, there's Kenny Schrader.
Yeah.
He is terrible last year in the SRX series. Oh.
Is that Ricky Rudd?
Pure later at number 10.
Who is that?
That is Derek Cope.
Ah.
I wonder if Travis would be good at this. Usually he's got a pretty good brain for this. Yeah.
That's Travis Bott right there.
There it is. Bob Wellborn from High Point, North Carolina. We got That just looks like a gambler. That looks like somebody straight out of Scarface.
That was the NASCAR Cup Quaalude dealer in the late 70s.
Hired Michael Waltrip as a driver. Ryder also promotes 2 major stock car races and 2 drag races at All Pro Auto
And
Parts.
sells Quaaludes.
And sells Quaaludes. There you go. And our last, the Iron Man, Ricky Dicky Rudd.
I felt, I said Ricky Rudd earlier. I felt it. I felt the presence.
You did. You manifested Ricky Rudd popping up. We'll do one more prism while we got some cars driving. It takes 4 minutes to go around this track on a caution. So we have plenty of time. Hopefully they don't run as many caution laps as what we saw last week, Joe. Or we'll be on this stream until the Cup race tomorrow.
Yeah, I won't be. I'm out.
Oh, that's a nice looking card there, Mr. D. Jarrett.
Yeah. I will tell you, we were at a race one time, you and I, and there were so many cautions. We were just like, "You want to get out of here?" We were like, "Yeah."
We did. It was very cold. There's Ty Gibbs.
That's a nice card. That's a nice card.
Silver of Chandler Smith. Manifesting a victory. And then a Carolina Blue of commentator right now, pencil neck, Joey Logano.
He doesn't know how to play football or throw.
Oh God!
Or throw a baseball.
No. He couldn't knock a piece of paper and break it if it was hung up.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to get an autograph out one of these or nice little short print. That'd be nice. I mean, nothing I'll retire on, but something. Who we got there?
I can't tell.
Is that
Justin
Jesse
Haley?
Owuju? It is. Now, Jesse Owuju.
Who?
Yeah.
I can't see him.
We got Blaney.
Oh.
Jeffy G. It's an interesting Jeff Gordon card. I will say that. We got wide screens. I believe that's Martin Truex.
Martin Truex. Yeah, it is. It's Martin Truex. I can tell that one when you turned it the right way.
And then the last one, a silver of Parker Chase. A rookie card of a guy that looks just like Mr. Rutledge off of the History Channel, Top Gear. All right, Joe, our last 1991 pack. Well, they're showing the A.J. Allmendinger. I figured this wasn't a good stop because the guy with the blue helmet puts his hands on his head. That's usually the international sign of we screwed up.
Well, you
know what we couldn't do?
You said we're doing a 5 lug nut tire change here, and they said no. In fact, we're only doing a 2.
Yeah. We I forgot what I was going to say.
I do that all the time.
That's all right. I'm sure it was important. We're doing our last 1991 pack. If you want to know what's happening, pit stops. We got Mike Beam, the Beamer. We got Pete Hamilton.
Yeah.
It's a nice looking fella. I think we already had this guy. Richard Broom. We did with an E. Oh, we got Darrell Waltrip. We're already getting to rep cars that we've seen before. Yep, this guy.
This is the same pack. Same pack.
Yeah, it is. JD McDuffie. This is why nobody bought cards in 1991.
Yeah, the exact same pack.
Ralph Moody. Jimmy Spencer. Now that's different. Sponsored by Banquet Foods. Rest in peace, Jimmy.
I want to see who the Miss NASCAR is. The Miss Winston Cup.
That terrible.
Is it the same? It's the same one.
She's back.
Same one.
It's the same one. Unbelievable. Wendy's. Well, I'll never get that $6 back. We're down to 2 Prism packs. Hoping to get an autograph. Expecting to get my feelings hurt. Ah. Oh, God. I hope it's not the guy last. If I do get one, you can have it, Joe. I might rip it up. All right. We got Sam Mayer.
Yeah.
And what? We got Ross the Boss, Watermelon Man. Michael McDowell. Prismatic of Martin
You
Truex.
got a lot of him. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, you got to give that to Travis.
It's in the mail. It's in the mail, Travis. Just sent it. Last pack. New 2023 Prism Blasters at Walmart. $30. Kind of steep. Considering what I've gotten so far. Oh, yeah. Mark Martin. Look at that clean fire suit. God. Mark Martin loves Gucci Mane. Austin Hill. We got Jeremy Clement again. A kaleidoscope. Woo, with Alex Bowman. And a numbered blue scope of Mr. Happy Kevin Harvick. Numbered to 99. Oof. Well, looks like my kids are paying for their own college. That's too bad. Too bad for them. How's your bracket doing, Joe?
Terrible.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you that earlier. But, yeah, not great. Not great. I did see this morning that I don't know if it came off the Yahoo Fantasy brackets or the FanDuel brackets, wherever it came off of. It was something crazy out of I don't know 3 million brackets or something. Don't remember the exact number, but there was exactly 3 that didn't have a correct pick on the entire bracket. Did you see that?
I did not, and that's hilarious.
Well, it's not only hilarious, but in order to do that, you would have to intentionally be trying to do that, which that may be
It's
harder
still just
to
as
do.
hard. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
still
that
just as
may
hard.
be harder to do.
Oh, wow. That's a
Although
lot of penalty.
theoretically, who got it?
Ty Dillon, Justin Allgaier, Ty Gibbs, John Hunter Nemechek, Austin Hill, Ed Jones, Austin Green, and Jeremy Clements.
Hey, you just opened every one of them cards. Theoretically, though, if you pick all 32 games wrong, you can theoretically, not theoretically, 100% not get another game right.
Yeah. And if you were to bet the opposite, you'd make a lot of money than your picks. Speaking of betting, you guys are on a heater right now as we go to the green flag. AJ Allmendinger, a much better restart. Yeah.
Oh, Kyle Larson, baby. Oh, I thought he had that whole shot. He did. He did.
Shane went way wide.
What are we doing?
I don't know. We're 4 wide coming out turn 1, and Dinger keeps it, though. Oh, Shane's loose. Shane's real loose.
I feel like Kyle Larson should right hook the Dinger.
How the hell did Ty Gibbs get a penalty and get to 4th? I think this is fake news. You can't get a penalty and get to 4th?
I'll tell you what happened.
Tell me.
He stayed out. He did the pass-through. He pitted, then stayed out.
Oh. So they're saying that he had a penalty earlier. Maybe that was just in the entirety of the race, not the pit sequence.
that was all the stage 1 penalties.
That's
what are we doing
need better graphics.
here?
Dude, we're getting squirrely. Everybody's off road. Shannon Van Gisbergen, the big loser there on that restart. Look at this. This is a great view for people that aren't watching this. And I say, look at this. Yeah. AJ Allmendinger goes wide. Jesse Love says, hell with it. I'm hitting Larson. That's awesome.
What?
In that picture of Kyler's right there, he chugged me a bottle of Prime.
Yeah.
That has to be your son. That's one
It
of your
is.
kids, right?
Yeah, Michael, say hi.
Kids are all
Hi.
about. What's up, Michael? Watch out for fries. But kids are all about Prime, Joe. They think that's the greatest thing that's ever been invented is Prime.
Oh, did you hear that?
No.
That's what he asked. He came in here and looked at the screen. He said,
Oh yeah, I
and
heard the
that,
question.
oh, you did?
Yeah, I heard him ask the question. Yeah. We got the Dinger, Larson, Loves, Gibbs, Ginsbergen. Do want to say that we've had quite a few people join on the stream so far. You can comment if you have any questions. If you want to know why we decided to do this race, because our families don't like us and they send us to the basement. Anything.
Yeah, it's a rough life.
But it's our life. And we take it the best that we can. We have had 68 people tune in so far, so appreciate that. That's on the tube side. I'm not sure what we've had on Facebook.
Good Lord. Michael comes in. Hey, can I get a drink? What am I, your dad? Yeah, go get something to drink.
Yeah. There's a hose outside. Get to it. Man, I just don't know if anybody's got anything for AJ Allmendinger.
Look at that.
Had a flamethrower coming outside.
He did. He still does. Who's got the pass through?
Sam Mayer. Eyebrows.
Again? Isn't that his second one?
I don't know. Bro, there ain't nobody throwing fire out like Ty Gibbs.
No, I know. Like, I'm wondering. I mean, that seems excessive.
Yeah. Normally, it's just like a quick burst.
Oh, no, he's over. They said any part of the car. That one's bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on that one.
That did look like his back tire was touching the paint, the red and white paint. Yep. Well, he's about to get rooted out of the top 10. Got Allmendinger, Larson, Gibbs, Van Gisbergen, Jesse Love, Cole Custer, Chandler Smith, Sammy Smith, Brandon Jones, and Jib Burton. Been a rough year so far for Dale Jr. Motorsports. They have not had a win yet and have not been very competitive.
How's Kyle Busch Motorsports doing?
They are not around, but the people that took over for them are doing really, really well at Spire. So it hurts. And I know you're here just to hurt me. Oh, Haley Deegan up to 36 now. Just in front of Cam Gallagher, who is in front of the 6 laps down Sheldon Creed.
Is Sheldon Creed back out?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
He's still 6 laps down. Haley Deegan 2 laps into this run, 24 seconds behind. Looks like Cole Custer's going to look on the inside of Jesse Love here in a minute. Joe was going to ask you, how much did you enjoy being the car chief, the crew chief, for Mr. Travis Butt there on Thursday night?
You know, I really did enjoy that. I'm not I don't know much about iRacing. Of course, I've seen it here and there, and obviously I don't do it. But to be honest with you, I do dabble in, and you know, I've been playing F1 2024 here lately. Not that I'm a huge F1 fan. Like I'll probably watch the race tonight, but I mean, at least they have a decent video game, right? But I think the iRacing thing. I mean, I don't want to sound ridiculous, but I thought it was really like I felt like I was watching a race. I mean, I thought it was. And then you have the variables of tire wear and fuel and those guys are driving those cars. So and watching the strategy that him and his teammates actually put into it with conservative. Oh no!
Hey, you said exactly what Joey Logano said. Cole Custer gets doinked in turn 1 and spins around.
But I did enjoy watching that, and it was a good time, and I'm kind of hoping we do that again here on the channel because it was a good time. I get comfortable with it. I may start dabbling in that myself because it does look like a good time.
Jesse Love into Sammy Smith into Cole Custer. Oh, and Cole takes the back end off of, I believe, Sammy or Jesse.
Travis Butt needs to get on here and talk about iRacing.
Yeah, that's one thing that we might just have a conversation. Let's talk about it to see. I mean, these guys anymore, Joe, are using iRacing to set up their cars.
I know it.
I mean, they're using that to practice and all kinds of things like that. And, to me, which, I'm watching on my TV. I jumped in for a second. I was like, I don't want to hold you guys down because it was a lot of bandwidth trying to do that. So I was like, all right, I'm going to leave and I'm just going to observe. And I thought the most entertaining part was listening to you guys talk about the fuel situation, him talk to his teammates about the fuel situation and how that played out, because it honestly took my brain off the racing and was literally thinking of the strategy. And we don't get to do that watching.
And I'll tell you what, like I'm over here when he was doing that and I'm watching his fuel and I'm like, I think, and I got kind of concerned because he had 3 cars on his team and they were saying, basically they were 1 lap to the good with their fuel. But that's when they were conserving fuel. And I'm like, I don't think you guys are going to be 1 lap to the good when you start pushing here. I think you're going to be close.
Right.
And I'm like over here with my calculator out on my phone while he's doing this, like he ain't going to make it. And then he pitted.
Yeah, like a real race engineer.
Yeah. And then he pitted and forgot to get fuel.
Yeah.
Which was great.
Yeah. No, that was enjoyable. And again, we got a lot of dead time. Shane Van Gisbergen just did not necessarily a slide job, but pretty much a road course slide job. Really the same thing he did to Justin Haley at Chicago. He let him go by then so that he could take the inside line on the very next turn.
So these S curves, the first turn in the S curve, you must be allowed to get off the track. It must be every sequential one after that.
There's the he's like, yeah, you can have it. Psych. Oh, gotcha, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
But no, and for somebody like me, like I don't have a computer that can really handle it. Been really, 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 really wanting to get into it when it comes to iRacing. It's just curious on how much, like Travis is a dirt racer.
Right.
So how much does that then change to when he does get into a stock car? There could be no other polar opposite from there could be no other polar opposite from a small dirt track to Daytona and a super speedway.
Well, I really am I do know that league that he is doing from the schedule that they put out, they are doing one of their nights at Bristol, and and I think maybe Richmond. I'm or Martinsville. I forget what other short track that they're doing in that league.
Martinsville for sure. I know
Okay.
Martinsville's on there.
And I am kind of excited to watch Travis drive in that, because I think, just like any dirt racer, I think he's going to feel real comfortable and right at home doing that. So, also somebody made a comment on the live stream last night, and we're going to have to clarify this with Travis, that said that he drives his pure stock without any shoes on. And I want to know if that's true or not.
So I do know people do drive their simulators without shoes and socks. So I did. That's why I asked him at the very beginning, because I thought everybody drove with shoes, and then one time I took my shoes off for my racing setup and drove. I'm like, this is way more comfortable. Now, granted, I don't have to worry about my simulator catching on fire, but so it's a little bit different. That I'm not cool enough to use gloves.
Mm-hmm.
I don't use gloves, but yeah, it's definitely a conversation I think we could have and get people interested, because even though it's been around for a while, it's still not something everybody does, or including myself, a little bit intimidated by when you first think.
I think that they need to come up with some leagues in iRacing. That's kind of twofold. One, you're getting to drive a race car, and two, you get to see just how bad text messaging is when you drive. I think they should have a league that during the league, while you're driving around the track, you just get a random text message question, and you got like one lap to respond to it, or you're black flagged, or have to show or have a pass-through penalty. So I'd like to see people trying to drive iRacing cars at 185 miles an hour while they're texting, just like we see on the expressway every day.
Yeah, that Ford, it was good. It got to the corners well, but the fucking autocorrect, man, it just got me there in turn 3, and
No voice texting either. No voice texting. You have to respond.
Right.
And then also they can
L. Barry Valentine. Did you say Larry Schmalenpine? God damn.
Also, they should have a morning version where you're trying to eat your breakfast burrito from McDonald's while you're texting and shifting and driving at the same time.
Well, here's the thing. After we got off the stream, Joe, we're sitting at 851 subscribers. So we're going to get to the point here very, very soon that people can send us super chats and things like that. Travis is all about receiving things to do while driving. Well, it's wearing his entire race suit, all these different things that you guys can come up with once we get to the super chat season. And, the quicker we get there, the more that we could put hell on Travis to do during these live streams. Unfortunately, we can't involve like music or anything like that, because, YouTube gets real anal very quickly about that. But, we could definitely, we could throw some things his way. And if he wins, just a spit in the face of his competition.
Right. Yeah. Like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. We can even, you can even sponsor, like a shirt. He'll wear your shirt while he's iRacing.
Yeah, he's got to race with his dog on his lap for the first stage.
Right.
I mean, what the heck?
It's good stuff.
There's your boy Larson still in second.
Yeah. Oh, he almost lost it. You see that?
He got a little loosey-goosey. Not like Connor Zilic, who literally drove into turn 1 so bad, he flat spotted his tires and then broke a piece of metal in the car. I've never heard of that in my entire life, that you overdrive a corner and break a sway bar. I'll be honest, Joe. I kind of got bitter earlier, and I need to apologize.
All
right. I told you that, I thought it'd be nice if Kyle Larson drove a different paint scheme once in like every 40 races. When he drives in trucks, it's the same. He drives in Xfinity, it's the same. I'm just jealous.
Right.
I don't know what car my driver drives every week. We're the Mark III, in case you're wondering, this week. So I have to literally spend the first stage going, Hey, there's Cat. No, that's not him.
That was him last
Oh,
week.
No. Pit road penalty. Fuck. Oh, there he is.
Well,
So that's
see,
tough.
the thing is, though, I mean, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Are so many people wanting to sponsor him that he gets a new sponsor every week? Or indeed, was Joe Gibbs right when he said we just can't have him around because we can't find a sponsor for him?
Well, I know selfishly for me, it was really easy finding the yellow 18 car.
Uh-huh.
And he was up front a lot more back then too. Yeah, and then once we got some one-offs like Interstate Batteries or Skittles once in a while, they were special. There's nothing special about the Kyle Busch. Joe, if I asked you right now, what is Kyle Busch's primary sponsor? If you were to find a Kyle Busch car, what would be the one you tell somebody to look at for at Walmart?
Ah, man. Well, last year I would have said it was what was it, 3Chi or whatever, the marijuana producers?
That's one of them. Yeah.
Am I saying that right? 3Chi?
3Chi, yeah.
And I think they're like a hemp or essential oil, weed, essential oil. So I don't know what they do. I know it involves weed. Yeah.
Probably not a good thing to use while driving. But.
Right. I would say that would have to be it. I mean, I would think if you're going to look for what identifies him at RCR, it would be that sponsor. And he hasn't had that sponsor yet this year, has he?
No, they right before the season started announced they were coming back. A lot of people didn't think they were coming back.
So I don't know what races they're going to sponsor him in this year, but
yeah. Well, he won to the point. He won 3 races last year, and he won in 3 different vehicles. He won in the Lucas Oil car, his first race. The next race he won in the McLaren Grills, which was a one-off, and then won in the 3Chi car at WWT. So even if you wanted to buy a car of his, which he has like 10, trust me, when we went to Bristol and I was looking for his diecast, I could have bought 10. I could have bought Netspin. I could have bought BetMGM, Alsco, Lenovo, the Mark III. It's a mess. I'm not happy about it. But Joe, we're going to get to this spot. We have to hit up something very, very important.
Haley Deegan still has a best speed of 87 miles an hour.
Which is like 2 mile an hour slower than most.
Yeah, it's more than 3. It's almost 4. But anyway, go ahead.
Right. So we've waited long enough. Let's go ahead and get to it.
Haley got him by 1,000th of a second. He's in front of William.
Whoa, in the wall goes J.J. Haley.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Joe, how's Mr. JJ doing in this race?
He's not in it.
There you have it.
Haley got him by 1,000th of a second. He's in front of William.
Whoa, in the wall goes J.J. Haley.
Oh, man.
While we are talking about JJ, there's a hell of a race going on for second place right now. Kyle Larson.
Finally, the only time. That's a very.
Kyle Larson and SVG have been going back and forth for 2 minutes.
I just want to apologize for my very Fox Sports production that I did there, Joe. That's on me, and I will take whatever reprimand comes my way.
Yeah, that was an accurate representation of Fox. Holy cow, we got the best racing all day, and we'll be right back after this.
Ooh.
Oh man! Oh, there's no. Diesel.
Sweet baby Jesus.
SVG's going to take it here. Oh, look at him push Kyle right off the track.
You would have thought they're racing for the win.
Oh, that was a replay. That's what was going on while you were saying, where's JJ?
I think that's what was going on when they were at a commercial, Joe, when I first started that segment. Because they were not showing that.
Yeah, let's catch you up to where we were. We had a 34-car pileup while we were gone. We're going to show what caused it and nothing else.
Battle for the lead.
Jeez.
Had a three-way battle for the lead during the commercial at a road course. Oh, you did see Shane kind of move his arms there to the right a little bit.
Yeah, he pushed him.
Tell him to respect my authority.
Which I will say that they still got 20 laps to go here. They probably shouldn't be racing that hard yet.
I know. You would have thought that was coming to the checkered flag. That was coming to 8 to go in the stage.
I mean, all three of them cars are right where they need to be to push this for the last, 5 to go or so, whatever it's going to be. Which really on this course, what is this, 3.5 miles long or something?
Yeah, pretty
Kyle
much.
Just go in?
No. Austin Hill was that first blue
Okay. Really, I mean, you're talking, you really don't have to push here. As long as you keep it within, that leader within a couple seconds of you, you don't have to push until the last 2 laps.
Right. Well, and 2, I don't know what kind of tires that the Xfinity series is using, but, you've seen Larson now drop.
Oh, he might have been off.
They could have used other rubber.
Allmendinger might have a pass-through.
And the S's?
Yeah. I doubt that they're going to do that to the leader, but
that racetrack is absolutely huge. You can usually get one blimp shot, of Watkins Glen or Sonoma. This they get a blimp shot and you can see 3 corners.
Could you imagine going in the wrong gate here? I went into the wrong gate one time at Indy.
That's a great point.
I went into the wrong gate one time at Indy, and I got in there, and I was like, holy shit, I'm a mile away.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys have a tram? Jesse Love got a penalty. That was on pit road. Man, there's going to be some ditches being dug in the turns of some of these corners.
You go to this racetrack with your buddy, and you guys buy seats in a different section, and you'll be like, well, I'm a half an hour away from you over here.
Yeah. Yeah. How you liking the race? It's fucking raining over here.
That legitimately happened. There goes Kai. There goes the leaders.
Ooh, Ty looked like he was flying.
He did, didn't he? But I thought Larson was speeding earlier. It's hard to tell on TV. Although I would say here, Indianapolis Motor Speedway is any road course in Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I would say those are probably the only races I'd rather watch on TV.
I agree.
Definitely, obviously we just went to Bristol. That was not my first time. I've been there a whole bunch, and I know that, you wasn't your first time there, but if you are a NASCAR fan and you've never been to Bristol, you have to go to Bristol at least once. If you were going to pick one race to go to, I know all the pageantry and everything that surrounds the Daytona 500. I would actually say that you would probably need to go to Bristol if you could only go to one race, because there's nothing like that.
I agree with you, Joe. That's a great point. It's completely different than anything you can even. What your thoughts of it are versus what you see it as in person are just completely mind blowing.
Well,
but I did want.
I'll say this. I'll let you get to it. I will say this. So, my son, obviously he's been to Atlanta with us last year, and then Kentucky Speedway, and seen some races there, and we go to dirt track races when we can. But I would say that he was more of like for what a 9 or 10-year-old could be, a casual fan of NASCAR. He has talked about almost nothing since we've left Bristol. So, and it's like, it's one of those places that'll just get a kid hooked for life. Go ahead, man.
No, that's awesome. That's great. And Michael did look like he was having a great time, even though I was teasing him a little bit there. No, I was just going to say we had like a 3-way battle there going into turn 1, and Fox was like, "Hey, you want to see Brandon Jones trying to pass Sheldon Creed for going 7 laps down?" Now we're back to it, where they're all bunched up again.
Well, we got about 16 to go. Well, 2 to go to the end of the stage, 16 to go to the end of the race. I wonder, can they make it 16 laps on tires and fuel here?
I doubt it because they've been coming in at lap 14 on both stages.
Wonder if they get a caution if they can make it, kind of reincarnation of what we saw in the truck race. Because that
lap car is not helping Shane Van Gisbergen, I'll say that.
That fuel situation put a whole new element into the end of the truck race.
Yeah, I did. Guy, we don't want to see Brandon Jones by himself. Fox.
Yeah, he's not even really up front. I mean, can we be honest here? He's going to pit at the end of the stage.
Yeah. Like, good for Brandon Jones for getting stage points. He's now 19th in the standings for Junior Motorsports. I want to say, look at this, Joe. There's contingency decals on the back of that car versus the front. I've never seen that. Normally, you got the contingency sponsors there right by the front wheel, and they have it on the back of the car. That's weird.
Well, they know he's not going to be.
Hey, there's me alluding to Junior Motorsports sucking this year, but go ahead.
Well, that's because they know that's where they're going to be visible at the back of the pack.
Oh, damn. Get bodied, Junior. Junior needs to change that logo, man. That's like way too 1999.
Do you remember the MTV Cribs episode that they did with Dale Jr.?
I do
back
not.
in the day. Yeah.
A millennial went, what?
Well, what's MTV Cribs?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did when MTV Cribs was out big. They went to Dale Jr.'s house, and him being old just kind of reminded me of it. But yeah, he's got he had. I'm not even sure if he's still in the same place. He had like a car graveyard at the house, and it was just incredible. Like all kinds of wrecked cars, just from through the years of NASCAR. Awesome. Yeah, it was pretty neat. Totally irrelevant to what we're talking about.
It's just as entertaining as watching Brandon Jones pass nobody.
And Brandon Jones is way out front with a 5-second lead. He will be pitting because it's the end of the stage, and he doesn't really have a chance to win this race, but we're going to keep the camera on him.
For God's sake. Oh, they even tell what lap it is?
Yeah.
That's unusual. On the overhead there at the race.
And now we'll be in a caution.
Brandon Jones wins it. Followed by Riley Herbst, Cole Custer, AJ Allmendinger, Kyle Larson, Shane Van Gisbergen, Alex LeBay, Ryan Sieg, Josh Bilicki, and Ty Gibbs. Well, while they take a break, I will be right back, Joe. So you're going to have to man this ship by yourself.
Actually, just put our
you got to take a break too?
Yeah, I'm going to take a break. Put our Patreon and stuff up there. Yeah, and we will be back.
There we go.
When it comes to the love of Sargento real natural cheese, we all belong together.
Sargento, we're real cheese people.
What a lovely place.
Oh, the kids weren't joking. This place is something else. Straight for the history books it is. Out to find that fudge we heard so much about.
Well, that didn't take long.
You can thank Junior for that.
Your Wyndham is waiting. Because after crushing yesterday's meeting, you deserve a little me time. With 24 trusted brands by Wyndham to choose from, your Wyndham is waiting. Get the lowest price at WyndhamHotels.com.
Saturdays, baseball's best are showing out on Fox. The biggest games on the best day of the week. Fox Saturday Baseball returns next Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Meet the sheet. Toss the sheet. Detergent has a new boss. New Arm & Hammer Power Sheets Laundry Detergent dissolves quickly with the same type of powerful cleaning ingredients as Arm & Hammer Liquid Detergent. Toss like a boss with new Arm & Hammer Power Sheets.
This week only, get all Domino's menu price pizzas for 50% off when you order online. Offer ends March 24th. Order now.
Doing your thing without overdoing it. I probably feel most comfortable in a pair of trousers.
Hi, we're Visible, the wireless company with nothing to hide. Get unlimited 5G data powered by Verizon for $25 a month, every month. Sorry, hidden fees. We're just not into you. Sometimes the choice is just Visible. Switch today at Visible.com.
White lines tell utilities where I want to dig.
Less flags, easier to mow.
Well, watch your step. Get matched with a local tax expert and hand off your taxes with TurboTax Live Full Service. Plus, you can choose to stay with the same expert next year. Get the app now.
Bird stuck in Larry Bird's attic. And I'm going cuckoo. What the heck? What you got, Larry? May the best bird win. Rick.
You may be a legend on the court, but you're an amateur up here.
Heads up, Larry.
So get all state. Save money and be protected from mayhem. Like me. Now you're the bird stuck in the attic.
Introducing the most powerful Tacoma ever. Shut the front door handle. Also known as the Seriously Wrong handle. Or the Whoa 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 handle. And even the No Me Gusta handle. Standard on the all-new Toyota Tacoma.
When your child starts getting into everything, you may need a little help. So Duracell created the only lithium coin batteries with a bitter coating to help discourage swallowing.
Look at all this bacon. That's what I'm talking about. Arby's, we have the meat.
More disappointment for a driver from Junior Motorsports. We said Brandon Jones won the stage. He did not. He shortcut the course and turned 5 on the final lap of stage 2. So he has the stage victory taken away. He'll have to start from rear after pit stops. Your stage winner. Let's dial him up here, Joe.
AJ Allmendinger, Joe the guy over the box booth. You got me?
Welcome back, everybody.
Well, you're looking
Welcome.
pretty good.
We have controversy, Joe.
Yes.
It looked like controlling the race.
Unbelievable.
All kind of caught you at the end of that.
By 3 millimeters, Brandon Jones cut the corner, and he has been revoked of his stage 1 win.
No.
Or stage 2 win, and it will go to Riley Herbst.
Oh, that's just terrible.
There's going to be rioting in the streets. We've already had lawsuits, I think, been filed. Joe was using his snippet. He took a screenshot and was using snippet to measure out how much possibility there was of him over that line. Unbelievable. And all that means nothing anyway, because the people actually trying to win the race were 6 spots behind.
Right.
So.
I'll tell you what, the riots over this are going to make January 6th look like a homecoming parade.
Yeah. Yep. It really is.
It's just terrible.
We didn't have stage breaks. So if you went to the Indianapolis road course race, it was a good way to take a nap.
Yeah.
I know people like them. Joe, I think you're one of those people that like him.
What?
The non stage breaks.
Right.
I'm all for the stage breaks. And I'll stand on that hill, even if it's by myself.
Well, I think it's not that I didn't like them. Well, I don't know the best way to explain it. I think we saw the last couple of years last year with no stage breaks that you had to decide whether or not you wanted to win the stage or win the race, and it usually happened at the end of the first stage. Do you want to pit early, stay out, or do you want to win the stage, or pit early, go back out, not win the stage, but be in a better position at the end of the race, or do you want to win the stage to get to the points? So I think the stage is going to take that out. But, I mean, not like what we're seeing right now, though, is not really, because we've seen SVG, Allmendinger, and Larson not worry about it at all today and set themselves up for the win.
Right.
So,
right.
My mind
Which it'll be different circumstances tomorrow because, these guys' stage points mean jack squat.
Right.
So, tomorrow there will be a premium on them. And then you'll have guys that, you talk about it. And what's funny is sometimes they'll go for stage breaks in one stage or stage points in one stage and then don't go for them in another. But it definitely is more to talk about versus just watch Michael McDowell dominate. What was interesting, and I'm not this type of person, but those road course races last year, Joe, finished up in like 2 hours, like not even 2 hours, some of them. I mean, they just flew by. Now, some people, that's great.
Well, I think typically
for me,
I think typically road course races are a little faster, only because every time somebody spins out, you don't get a caution.
Right. For me, if I'm being entertained, I don't care if it's 6 hours long. If it's entertaining, it like that Bristol race, I could have stayed the night watching that. That was great. Some of those road course races at the beginning of this race so far, 30 minutes, I'm like, I'm probably going to move on mentally. We do this show and enjoy racing, but I'm not going to sugarcoat when we got a bad race, man. We got a bad race, and as great as the truck race was, this has been nowhere close to that.
No,
now, hopefully, if we get an SVG, Kyle Larson, AJ Allmendinger battle at the end here, it could supplant that.
Well, and part of that's coverage too. Just like they're showing the replay.
That's a good point.
They're showing the replay of SVG and Kyle Larson battling for 4 laps. That they show the replay of it. They're not showing it while it's going on. So,
right.
I think if we had adequate coverage, your outlook on that would be a little bit different. Because really, and I'll be perfectly honest with you, even we going to Bristol last week, I came home and rewatched that race on TV. It was not as exciting on TV as it was there.
Really?
I didn't think so.
Yeah, and that's normally 99% of the time. Like, TV does not replicate a NASCAR race as it does in person. I mean, the smell, the feeling. I literally went to bed because I'm an idiot and didn't wear hearing protection for the truck race and heard my ear ring the entire night. Not that that's a good thing, but I mean, there's just nothing like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I will say this to Fox's credit. Last year, after about 3 races, we had a video called Fox is steering away potential fans for NASCAR because it literally was that bad. I mean, everything they did was terrible. We even had Mike Joy making fun of people for going to stage break or for going to commercial break. It's like, yeah, we want to watch the product, Mike. Like, literally trolling people. I haven't had almost any qualms this year, and I don't know if that's Kevin Harvick patching the dam. I don't know if that's they're focusing more, but it hasn't been nearly as bad as it was the last few years, really.
Well, it's certainly not Clint Boyer, I can tell you that.
And I think honestly, Joe, that might be part of it because he hasn't had nearly as much to talk about to fill the air.
Mm-hmm.
But it is weird. There's something different about Clint Boyer that it's almost like he still tries to be the center of attention. You know, like Kevin Harvick will say something really smart, and then Clint Boyer goes, "Oh, look at him right here!" Like just out of nowhere, and like this, like not even that damn entertaining or anything like that. Like I don't know how to explain it. I feel like Clint thinks he has to be the center of attention.
I never thought Clint Boyer was a great race car driver. I don't know why we thought him being in the booth talking about races would be any different. I mean, he commentates pretty much at the level that he raced at. Kind of a mid-pack guy.
Yeah. Well, to that same extent, though, Tony Stewart was a great race car driver, and I don't care if I ever listen to Tony Stewart ever in the booth again.
Yeah.
Now, granted, he also took away times that they could have put Danica Patrick in there, who is by far the worst ever to ever commentate on racing. She literally began one of these things and goes, "Yeah, I haven't watched a lot of racing here recently." It's like, why the fuck are you on TV talking about it?
Yeah, she wasn't great. I know SRX, God rest its soul. You know, they
pour one out for SRX after 3 years.
I really did not envision that series going away, but
I was devastated when they announced that, Joe.
that's unbelievable to me. I thought they were doing well, actually. I mean, you really lost that much money doing 6 races a year, but
did you see they got bought?
No.
By that Barber School of Racing. I can't remember what it's called, but it's literally how they teach people how to drive like dirt cars and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they bought the series.
So it might come back.
Maybe. I don't know in what like vein it'll come back. Excuse me, can't breathe.
Oh, jeez.
Not that that's important. Oh, dang.
Those kids are gonna
imagine getting on TV and that's what you show.
Those kids are gonna fight a lot. They just showed
Jimmy John. Oh, that's Chase Elliott.
If you're just watching us and not the race, well, first of all, I'm sorry. And number 2, they just showed on TV some older brother throwing like a stuffed car at his baby brother and hit him right in the face.
He did. He smoked him. And what do you think, Joe? Like 9 months, this kid just sitting down, chilling, minding his own business?
9 months, maybe a year. Definitely not walking yet.
No, just took it like a champ, though. I will say that. He did take it like a champ.
That older brother might want to watch out. I give it 3 years, he's going to be getting his ass whooped.
Remember that time you gave me the crossed eye? Well, payback's hell. Oh, boy. Man, I'm ready for tomorrow's race. Haley Deegan's in 18th?
No, it must have been a caution. She must not want to in.
Have you filled out your FanDuel lineup yet?
No.
Your FanDuel racing lineup?
No.
I haven't either.
No,
I usually wait till about 11.
I do that when I get the alert that says you have 1 hour to fill out your lineup.
Yeah, that is fun though. I do enjoy that.
We got a couple people in our league though that are neglecting their lineups every week, and I don't want to win that way, Ryan. I don't want to win that way.
I don't care. I'm the type of person, you would think when Dale Earnhardt intentionally wrecked somebody, as nice as Terry Labonte, that he would give the win back, but he didn't, Joe.
Right.
He still celebrated.
Yeah.
And I'm that type of guy.
Right.
I'm a loser.
Like you're the type of person that would be scheduled to play an athletic event and the other team doesn't show up and you get a forfeit win and you come back and tell everybody you kicked the shit out of them.
Yeah. I mean, like if there's
theoretically
there's
you won.
anything, yeah. I mean, let's just look. I mean, I'm not used to winning based upon my teams. I mean, this is me in a nutshell.
Hell yes. Hell yes.
I'm playing my own national anthem, even though like I'm playing on a Bluetooth speaker.
You
I'm
know,
like, sir, it's not your turn. I don't give a shit, America.
you know, though, you were just born maybe a generation too late, because if you would have been 14 years younger than you are now, you could have just grew up competing in women's athletics and dominated.
Unless there's other stick and ball players in that women's athletic division, then maybe.
Right. Like you could have been a swimmer and been like, I'm gonna kick the shit out of you women.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, Joe, when I go to swim at the Y, the lifeguard gets on the edge of her seat.
Really?
She's like, showtime.
Like,
yeah.
I'm up. They're calling my number.
You know, like how gamers have to get to the edge of their seat to get focused when they game. That's what the lifeguard does. Oh shit, we got one of these. All right. This guy's going down soon.
Do you hear like the opening to the UFC? It's time. Like does that come on and then like put me in coach, start playing in the background, the lifeguard gets ready.
Drowning in the 6-foot section. We got bubbles. That's me.
Yeah. They make you take a swim test before you get in the deep end?
No, they're just automatic floaties. Don't even think about it, kid. I'm 33. Doesn't matter. That mustache comes right off. I'm not an idiot. Well, that guy that we showed on Twitter, I guess, got the best of Josh Williams. Josh is out. Oh, I thought they were going to show "Go F Yourself" on TV. There, we show the best Josh Williams tweets. And congrats on the kid, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
I will give him a little advice, though.
We love you, Edelin. That's a Bush League name, Joe. ETTAYLYNN. Edelin?
I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, but I will give him some parenting advice since he is a new dad. You can no longer just leave your parked car wherever you want it and walk away. You have cargo in the back.
That's true.
Precious cargo. Don't leave it there. There we go.
That's right. Oh, looks like they both got off to a good restart. Shane a little bit better, but he doesn't have the inside line.
Yeah. Why not cut away from turn one?
Oh, looks like Larson's the
got
inside on Shane. Ooh, but now he's in the bad spot for the first S turn. Good enough, though, to get not as sharp as it needs to be for Shane. So Larson will get second.
Larson,
Shane in third.
on the track, buddy.
Ty Gibbs in fourth. And for the first time all day, Austin Hill in fifth. And Chandler Smith, after an earlier spin, has found his way up to sixth. And remember, Chandler Smith has had a top 5 in every single race so far in the Xfinity Series, including a win.
Oh, a lot of cars getting loose.
The TV broadcast literally just said exactly what I just said, Joe.
Seriously?
Yeah, Chandler Smith up at 6 now after an earlier spin.
They're listening to us.
We do like Adam Alexander. He's a good guy, so.
SVG is going to overtake Larson.
Yeah, wanker. I know that's a British term, but
yeah,
it's all the same.
Where's that accent?
You can't help where they dump their prisoners.
Yeah. Your English is
don't
pretty
really
good.
hear about many.
Your English is pretty good. Where'd you learn that? I'm from Australia. You don't know what movie I'm talking about, do you?
No, I have no
okay.
idea.
That means nobody else. Oh, we got to spin. That means nobody else does either.
Well, they cut away from that spin pretty quick, Joe.
Yeah.
As soon as I turned my head, they took it away. Ooh, Ty Gibbs on the back. Oh, here we go. Ryan Sieg. Didn't want to see the wreck. We just want to see him, get passed by everybody. Ooh, Parker Kligerman getting in front of Chandler Smith, and then Sammy Smith says, "Hey, let's make it 3 wide going up here to turn 1. What do you guys think?"
Larson's going backward.
Yeah, he is. Justin Allgaier in his Kern car. I love Kern.
He's about to get passed by Gibbs.
Shout out to Fox for actually showing us some good racing here in the back. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we don't
Not even the back, the freaking middle of the top 10.
We don't even have anything to talk about. Just watching the race.
That's right. It's a good time. It's a great time. It's a wonderful time.
This race is going to come down to
I do want to
Allmendinger, which Allmendinger probably won't mess up, but that's what it's going to take to get out in front of him. He's going to have to make a mistake.
just think about this, Joe. If he gets second place, he will worsen his average finish at this track.
I know.
At a 1.3.
Isn't that crazy?
That's freaking nuts. It's stupid.
Like,
it's not like he drove here twice.
And you ask at the beginning of the race, who's going to win this race? If you like, you're just an idiot, and I'm an idiot, obviously, to say anybody else but AJ Allmendinger.
Got a lot of smoke coming out of Sam Mayer's car.
He locked him up, didn't he?
Sage Karam says, "See ya." Ooh, Chandler Smith goes wide. Oh, Allgaier trying to go around the outside like two trailer park girls. Jesus. That's a nice looking car there for a Sage
another
Karam.
spin.
Oh, and Sammy goes out. Chandler Smith gets a part of it.
Oh, so something's going on there.
Oh, that's a hellacious tire rub.
Yeah.
That tire's not going to last.
That's not going to make it.
I wonder if that was a retaliation. Those guys been driving pretty tough against each other. Travis did text us and say that Mr. Smith was trying to wreck every single car in the field.
He might be.
Oh, Chandler Smith's got a hellacious tire rub too. And he did not pit. And now he's got to go 3 miles. It's not like, you get to go to, 3 turns, Joe. You have to go 3 miles.
3.5, I think.
Yeah. You remember last year when Chase Elliott's crew chief and pit crew, they told him to stay out and they missed the fuel by like 2 laps. Do you remember that last year? He ran out of fuel in the back of Watkins Glen.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, my bad, man.
Yeah, that's our fault. Apparently, we don't know how to do math.
In our computer system, we put Martinsville. My bad.
Yeah, our bad.
Yeah, you can make it 2 more laps. Because he turned the reserve on, and they're like, yeah, you're good for like 3 more laps. He made it to the front stretch, or 2 turns past the start-finish line, and then ran out of fuel.
Gibbs is about to pass Larson.
He is. I think he'll have the inside advantage too going.
Well, I almost feel like Larson's tires are shot. Which I was going to attribute that to the racing back and forth. Oh, he's trying to punt Gibbs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The racing back and forth between him and SVG, but you'd think SVG would have some worn tires as well, but I guess not.
SVG's all over the back of Allmendinger right now.
And they're not.
They just now cut to it. I was going to say, because it was 0.2 seconds. Man, I do hope it comes down to them. That way we can salvage a decent race here. See, now that's an interesting thought too, Joe. Like when Allmendinger's usually racing, when he's looking in his rearview mirror, like at best it's always been like Ty Gibbs.
Right.
Or, somebody like that. I wonder what it's like to now look in your rear mirror knowing that it's Shane Van Gisbergen, a guy that literally has made a living racing on road courses like
yeah,
this.
and what he's been, what they say before the race, this is his 6th competitive race at this track, so it's not like he's even,
Yeah.
you know, and they talked about, you know, winning last year on the streets of Chicago, and you know the advantage he had is he races those races. That's his career, and none of the Cup drivers have seen that. Well, most of the tracks that he's been racing at this year, he's never seen. So,
right.
You know, this is a track that he's familiar with, and I think that when you look at these two drivers, he's every bit as good as Allmendinger on a road course. So, you know, which is the reason why
he's all over him right now.
Yeah, which is the reason why he's running in the Cup race tomorrow.
He's sending it.
Yeah, he got him.
Oh, AJ ain't giving up.
No,
he's going to use the entire track. He got it.
Wow. Now I'd say whoever makes mistakes is going to lose the race. I mean,
and it'll be interesting to see how much these guys go back and forth with Ty Gibbs, you know, just watching, you know, in the background.
Yeah, because if you're Ty Gibbs,
2.5 seconds behind.
If you're Ty Gibbs right now, oh, SVG locked it up.
Locked him up.
And
he gets
saved it and saved it.
Damn.
That guy's a driver.
And I want to say this, you know, for never racing on ovals, Shane has been driving in the top 10. It's not like he's been, you know, figuring it out in 20th. He's already shown more promise than Haley Deegan has, who's only done circle racing.
Yeah, we got to,
and he should. It's not like he's a world-class talent.
He's losing his tires pretty bad.
Ooh, somebody's got a tire rub. I couldn't tell if it was him or Dinger.
No.
Ooh, Dinger did not get into that final turn very good.
Neither one of them did, but SVG, his car is getting pretty loose. He's locked him up a couple times.
Have fun with it. Give it all you got. That was the instruction. We'll see if Ty. It doesn't look like Ty's made up very much ground. And Shane's actually pulling away a little bit now.
Well, what are they on? They're on about 14 laps with these tires right now, right? Is my math right?
Right. Well, so they pitted with 2 to go. Each stage has been 15 laps? Yeah. So, including cautions, 8 to go. And then it was 7, 2, about 10 laps. About 10 laps on these tires now.
I feel like this is the longest run that they've had on tires, but maybe they got a couple more laps before they hit that mark. They're both giving it hell though.
Yeah, AJ sent it really deep in there, right there, and unable to keep it.
We out of gas here?
Sam Mayer passing his teammate. I don't know. They both look like they're crawling.
What are they doing?
Oh, teammates. Sam Mayer and Allgaier. Both cars beat to hell. Looking like calico cats out there fighting.
What are they doing? That was dumb.
And Sam Mayer will wreck you. I mean, he's young.
Yeah.
He don't give a shit.
He'll wreck you and fight you.
Yeah. Well,
he'll get fought.
Fight's a strong word.
He'll get a black eye.
He'll participate in a scrap.
He'll let you punch him.
I ain't scared of you. Oh shit! Maybe I should.
That was a man punch.
That kind of hurt. Yeah. Justin Allgaier's a man. He likes corn. You got Sam Mayer, who lost his the integrity of his right quarter panel, 5 laps into this race. I'm not sure what happened to Allgaier, but he's got a huge thing of bare bond on the front.
We also have a race up front with less than a second on a road course, and we're showing the 8th and 9th place car. That's what I would.
Mr. Butt says SVG is so good.
Yes, we've determined that, Travis.
Get body, Travis.
Show you. Who's your favorite donkey?
Oh man. We did get a like there from Mr. Goodpaster.
Oh,
I
yeah.
saw you were on a show earlier this week
Yeah.
talking about the Michigan football team.
Yeah.
On the Grueling Truth.
Yeah, have Mr. Dr. J on. He's got to go on. They're not going to throw the caution.
Dude wipes. Making a mess. Fast pasta.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about dudes and ladies sports this week.
Oh, okay. So you're going for some controversial stuff.
Yeah, going through for just an entire YouTube strike on that channel.
I think this will be his third top 5 on the year of SVG wins. I know he had like 130th place finish, Travis, and I think he had a 12th. So I don't think it'll. I think it'll be a second. I will fact check that for you.
I think Allmendinger's having some problems.
He's now a second and a half back.
Said something about his tires. Finished third at Atlanta. Did you not send Travis a link?
I sure did.
Jeez.
Joe, do you think that little of me?
No, I don't. I'm just like, I don't understand why he's not on.
Yeah, he's hanging with the boys, man.
Yeah. I get
hanging
it.
with the boys. Oh. I forgot. I literally forgot that I went to the standings and thought I was at the. So SVG has one top 5. Yep. Now Travis Butt's checking himself. It'll be a second. Yes.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
The thing's sitting on top of the gravel. It can't go. Oh, well, don't spin it, dummy. He's got it. That's a very old school looking car.
That is. I was just thinking that. I kind of like it.
Yep. Yeah, that paint scheme was on a Hudson Hornet. I cannot confirm or deny. Who's this?
Everybody's losing their tires.
Lap car? Oh, shit. Looked like he was trying to wreck him.
Hey, he might have been. Who was that?
Uh-oh.
Who was that?
Uh-oh.
Hey! You're right. Yeah.
We got boots on the ground.
Hey, look at this. There's a little bitty stream. That's all I get to watch.
Oh, that's terrible.
You have a phone.
Yeah, you do have a phone.
It's the 21st century, butt.
Do what?
Oh, my. I said it's the 21st century. You have a phone.
I know, but I couldn't hear you guys. I had to step outside.
Yeah,
Good stream,
guys. You had to get off FanDuel Sportsbook long enough for you to actually watch the damn
Now
race.
you can't watch the race. Ryan's going to have to get play-by-play for you.
Yeah, what the hell? Dude, people in front of me were ticked off that I had the NASCAR race over the tournament, but I'm like, there's only 2 games going on, guys, and there's 7 TVs. Like, I can watch NASCAR.
Yeah, they're liberals, guarantee it.
But
yeah,
good show.
You're that guy. Hey, we got.
I think.
Thanks,
hey,
Travis.
I think I got to leave here. Hold on.
He's been
What
kicked
happened to
out.
Larson? Anyone know what happened to Larson? Why did he go all the way back to 5th?
He just has not been good at all after this restart.
Yeah, what the
He's
hell?
losing his tires, I think.
He's just not any. He's not any good. Oh my God! Look at this guy. Hold on. Hold on. Can I change my?
I look like my nephew on that logo.
What?
Of that
Dude, that is. Everyone loves
Man.
a good beaver. All right, guys. Peace out.
All right, that's good
See
enough,
ya.
Travis. Now we're canceled.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And we got copyrighted because they got music in the bar.
Yeah. Yep. God damn it.
And you just said GD.
Yeah. Well,
It's not a good couple minutes
I
for
mean
the
it.
show.
no.
We always-
not a
we
good,
al-
speaking of not good, Sam Mayer, Daytona DNF, Las Vegas DNF, Phoenix DNF. He did get a top 15 at Atlanta, but I don't think that's what they were looking for out of Mr. Sam Mayer.
No.
And like you said, Joe, takes a nice right cross once in a
Yeah,
while.
he does. He does. And I do apologize. Not that they're a sponsor, but course, obviously, I'm watching NASCAR, and with NASCAR, you get your chew out. I didn't figure anybody watching want to see me. Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this Kevin Grubbs
That
car.
is nice. Timberwolf, baby.
Back when we could have cool looking things.
I chew the wolf every now and again. Still used to.
How about this, Joe?
It's
Skull Bandit.
too expensive for my blood. Too expensive for my blood. But
have you given the Zen or the Zone a try?
yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah. It's terrible.
It's terrible.
There's just nothing good about
It's
it.
not if you chew real tobacco. It's not. Like I think if you're like a millennial, what's the next generation after millennials now?
Z.
Yeah,
Zoomer. Gen Zoomer.
Yeah, I think if you were Gen Z, you were a Zoomer, and maybe like you're like I'm hardcore and I vape this tobacco stuff.
Yeah.
Zen might be a good thing for you, but if you're a real man that has hair on your chest and around your nipples, Zen's not gonna do it for you.
Yeah. If you got to push the douche flute down and you're like, all right, well, I still want to get my nicotine fix.
I think Zen was made for kids in school. Like, we'll get caught with.
I honestly think so too, man. Seriously. I mean, back in my day in 2008, when you had a kid go up to you and go, "Is this noticeable?"
Nah, you're good.
Nah, man, you good. You good.
Tell him you got punched in the mouth.
Yeah. Save Sour Patch Kids. Sour Patch Kids. Yeah, you're good, bud. Don't worry.
SVG's running away with this thing, man. I probably should. Oh, shit. Right when I say that, completely off the.
After he about blows a freaking shot.
Yeah. He was doing well till he broke his toe link.
Yeah. Damn strut just went flying. Not really. But that was brutal in that. I told you, dude, they're gonna have to fill in some ditches outside of these turns that they've been
Larson
going through.
cannot control his car.
Yeah, he's now 8 seconds back. 4 starts, 2 top 10s. That's pretty damn good for a guy that's never spent a series driving left. And we get to see the same paint scheme tomorrow, but with a 16 on it. And the guy that traditionally drives a 16 right behind him will be driving the 13. So I'll be confused all
Come
day.
on, get started. Do not ruin this race. Come on. Oh, it's coming out.
He don't even have a name on his roof rail. Uh-oh.
Damn
Yeah,
it.
he got some
Son of
liquid
a-
there.
Fuck. Let's go.
It's not starting,
Get it
Joe.
moving.
Is that a pretty good car?
Yeah,
still? Not bad.
Man, I thought it was great.
Ah, hell's bells. Who's this?
I don't know, but
Well, just randomly show a woman. I thought it was Lady Gaga or something. I didn't
she
know who
wasn't
it
happy.
It's not starting. I feel like Stewie on his big.
You know what that means?
I don't know, Brian. It's just not going. It's not going, Brian. That's old Ed Jones that got hit, and this guy just said,
That looks like a dirt track right there.
It really does. You got to turn his windshield wiper on just to get the dirt off. Oh, he just punted
he
him.
did.
Damn.
What's he leaking all over the place?
I don't know. That's a good question. It's not like you're in our wife's cars, like where they just sit there and they got air conditioner just leaking, like the water. They don't have AC in these cars. That's weird, though, that he would be leaking something from being punted in the rear. It's not like he had a lot of damage.
I don't know. I just know we get some NASCAR overtime now.
You think Kyle Larson pits? He's the first one to pit?
I think he only pits at the leaders pit.
The leaders aren't
pitting. I don't think he pits.
Okay.
What? I don't know, though. It's a road course, and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
His car was so bad. I feel like if he pits, everybody behind him pits. That's the hope. is that if he pits, everybody behind him pits.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that'll be a barn burner. We will not be live streaming that one.
They could watch us all take a nap.
Oh God, Joey and Brad in the booth.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. I don't even know if I'm watching that.
Maybe we will broadcast it, Joe. I haven't been able to hear hardly anything.
We're gonna have a wiffle ball.
There's another
wiffle ball tournament that day. Look at that dude's mustache. Did you see that?
Yeah. He woke up and pissed his
he's
like, why do you think we got this baby? Look at this Fu Manchu. You try to stay off of me.
I hate to say it, but that screams I slapped the shit out of my wife.
I'm not saying domestic violence has a face, but
if it did, that's it. That screams I slapped my wife and use cocaine illegally or occasionally on the weekends. I bet he wears khakis with a wallet chain too.
Yeah. He's probably a preacher. Just getting dragged on Stuck in the Catchment. Now that guy, Joe, will not be a guest. No. He will not be. He will not be subscribing, and he will not be on the channel anytime soon. Hey, that looks like an info. What the hell? These guys are pricks.
How many people do you think we got watching right now? They go, well, son of a bitch, I mean my wife.
Yeah.
I'm unsubscribing to these son of a bitches.
Yeah. Dang.
Are we going to see somebody hit? Oh. Figured Tyler Reddick was going to run right into the wall there.
No, Gregson did that.
Noah Gregson. That's who I meant. I don't know why.
Checking on my bets, Joe. I'm trying to see if I can cash this bad boy out, but unavailable. In case you guys are wondering, I had Gonzaga at -4.5. They beat the living dog piss out of Kansas in the second half. They were down by 1 in the first half and ended up winning that game by 21 points.
I think it's about 10 minutes into the North Carolina game, isn't it?
No, it's 7 minutes left in the second half. Carolina is up by 7. I have Carolina at -3.5.
I thought that game was on 7.
I also have North Carolina State is up 3 on Oakland, and I have them at -6.
Oh, Larson is pitting.
Piggyback.
Nobody else pitted.
Oh, God.
Well, that's it for him.
And I have the Oregon money line. Do you remember last year, Joe? And I'll be completely honest. When we put in to the race, like, I'd never heard of this guy before. I didn't know anything about him. And next thing I know, I'm like, this sumbitch is like top 5 in qualifying. I'm like, nah, it's Chicago street course. Surely it won't last.
Yeah.
And then, he's like leading laps. I'm like, we're going to have to do a post race on a guy I've never heard of before.
Yeah. I had never heard of him, obviously, because who pays attention to, I'm sure some people do.
Australian Supercar.
But I think I knew when we were watching qualifying, they were talking about him before he even qualified and how, he was, I forget who made the comment, but if it was going to be the definition of a road course ringer, he was it. And he certainly was.
But we've heard that so many times. Like, I remember, we talked about, Boris Said's going to get a Hendrick car for the Xfinity Series, and then he sucked. But, we hear Kobayashi. We had Kumano Kobayashi. I can't remember what his name
and I think, though,
he's not very good.
And I think, though, when you talk about that, you're talking about IndyCar drivers. You're talking about
former F1. We had Kimi Räikkönen.
F1 drivers. I think the reason why SVG made such a kind of a flawless transition is because I think supercars are so similar to, I mean, they're stock cars, essentially, the Australian version of stock cars. And, I think the feel of these cars, the NASCAR, whether it be an Xfinity car, a next-gen car, I think that feel is so familiar to them. Other than sitting on the wrong side, I think it was an easy transition for him. He's got to shift with his right hand instead of his left now.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. Yeah, I just know from I'm just wondering if the average fan, the average viewer, was just like, who the hell is
I'm
this?
sure.
Because we always have had road course people before. Later in his career, Robbie Gordon was a road course guy. Boris said. We had a couple others. Now it's like Daniil Kvyat that's in this race. There's been a few others, but they if they got a top 10, it was good. They never were serious at winning the race. And then this guy we've never heard of before. He just comes out, gets top 5 in qualifying, and then does some crazy moves. Granted, should be maybe just as big of a story that Justin Haley would have won if it wasn't for Shane Van Gisbergen coming from New Zealand to race.
Well, that is.
I mean, think about that, how that would have changed his life. You know what I mean? That's crazy thought process,
right.
too.
And I don't think before Chicago last year, I don't think that there was any plans for SVG to come here this year and compete full time in the Xfinity. I don't, and I have a sneaky suspicion that, I think if he continues on the track that he is this year, I think he's probably going to be a full-time Cup driver next year. I would assume. So.
Oh, I would say he would be one of the hottest free agents in all the sport. At his age, that's the only.
And I'll tell you what, if he posts the top 3, top 5 tomorrow, happens to win another road course this year, I mean, being able to compete and be in the top 3, top 5, and win a road course every year is enough to give you a full-time Cup ride. So,
it should be absolutely. And think about this, Joe. I mean, it might be one of the greatest stories in NASCAR history, not just for the year, but a guy that's never done this before and then comes into the sport and is immediately a winner.
Right.
This sport's really hard to win, and for him to come in and compete immediately. I mean, you see it right now.
Well,
AJ Allmendinger is good at one thing, and that's road course racing. He's ahead of him. Your guy Kyle Larson, he's been ahead of him the entire time. And, it's not like he's sitting here driving a Hendrick or a Joe Gibbs racing car. He's driving, the same exact thing, a colleague racing car. It's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, and like I said, I think obviously they don't supercars. I don't believe race on ovals at all.
No, they don't.
But when you're talking about a supercar, you're talking about a stock car. I mean, and instead of a Impala, you're talking about a Malibu essentially. So
they're probably more stock than what our cars are, honestly.
Oh, Gibbs got a good one.
Ooh, Ty Gibbs. Yes, he did.
AJ's all over.
Oh, he's got a block. Shane's got a block, and that's actually going to help him. They're going to split it. Oh, they're going to be 3 wide coming here to 1. Who cooks their tires? Oh, Austin Hill.
That was incredible. That was incredible. By SVG.
You're absolutely right. Veteran move, squeezes everybody up.
Squeeze 3. Oh, no. Austin Hill's trying to get him loose. What is this guy doing?
Oh. Parker Kligerman.
He said,
"That's a pass."
He said, "Fuck it, I'm just driving straight."
Enough of this left, right, left. Austin Hill had the early.
God bless! Stay on the damn track.
Bouncing around everywhere. Austin Hill's being pressured by Sam Mayer. There's 2 to go on this green-white checker. We all expect that Parker.
Oh, don't cook him. Don't cook him. He came into that hairpin hot.
Sam Mayer's going to wreck.
Come on. Is this
Parker Kligerman?
Is that Larson?
Challenging.
Larson, come on.
No, Larson. He's in 17th.
Let's see this. This is an incredible replay. Watch this. SVG saw this right here and was like, "Ha! I got you."
Yeah, squeezed everybody up front,
that
and
was
he did.
incredible.
He had a nose
Yeah.
too. That's the thing. He had a nose out front of everybody. He wasn't even.
Oh my God!
Oh damn!
We missed that. I was watching the replay and missed that.
They didn't show
Oh.
Joe. They didn't show anything. They just showed this car. We got another guy, Ellis, out. So we will have another green-white checker. Ty Gibbs is in 7th place, and AJ Allmendinger. Good God, looks like it's super speedway wreck.
This race, I want to see the end of this. It's got to get over in the next.
Oh, this is going to take a minute too because
Jeez.
Riley Herbst is leaking shit everywhere.
Well, while they take a break, I'm going to take a break from here and take care of something so we can.
I'll be right back as well. We got it. Oh, they just all turned each other.
This is all about the penalty for AJ Allmendinger. You know, that's very interesting because in that penalty, obviously, he didn't call the X's to an advantage. You know, they were racing side by side, he got pushed, and then he went wide. Yeah, he called the corner, he called the X's. It's a little bit different. Let's go to Josh.
Switching on 21, Andy Street. Andy, you guys put yourself in position going into the day. You told me you didn't necessarily have a winning car, but you were going to work on it. Well, now you guys are in position. What's it going to take to get around the 97 and bring this thing home?
It's going to take quite a bit. That 97's had a great pace all day, but I got a lot of confidence in Austin. This team has worked really hard all weekend to get Austin what he needs, and I think they're doing this.
I think another question, we felt Thunder suddenly kind of get pushed out on that last restart. Yeah. I don't know if you followed that one quite yet.
All right. Still got another lap.
Yeah.
They know you have to leave, Joe.
I know.
They're doing this on purpose. No, he's got it, Joe. He's fine. Parker's fine. Ooh, AJ looks like he cut it too much too. Is he going to the back?
I think so. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean that's clear.
Jeez. That's what he was doing.
Oh, he got hit, so he may not
Yeah.
get penalized for that then. Oh yeah, so AJ cuts it after because I mean he would have had to send it in way wide. Jesus.
That seems excessive.
And here's Allmendinger serving his pass through. Well, he's
Yep.
done.
He's gone. And I'll tell you what, I mean, I'm not discrediting Hill or Klingerman or Merritt in any sense, but if that is going to be who he's racing for this win, I think SVG set up pretty good there. Might as well get tired.
Or they just dirtbag it. And they just like, F it. We're sending it.
You take him out,
I
I'll
don't mean
win.
to hit
Yeah.
him. Is Dinger at SVG? I can't hear. What are you talking about, Travis?
Why is he mad at SVG?
He's asking him if he would be.
We don't know, Travis.
I don't think so.
That is one of the worst things about road courses, though, is the cautions. Like, well, we'll be back in 15 minutes.
Yeah, no doubt.
I think on road courses, they ought to just stop. They ought to just stop right where the caution is.
Well, Joe, this has to be the longest run they've had all day. Like, this has to be the most tires they've used, the most fuel that they've consumed. Larson's up to 10th.
Yeah, and he's got fresh tires.
Right.
Well, no.
Like 20 lap fresher tires than everybody else. Almost 20 laps now. Now, granted, 5 or 6 of these laps have been under caution, but still. Honestly, Larson needs one more caution. He's golden. What did you tell Shane to win?
Got any advice for your
Thanks,
driver?
Bruce.
Yeah, win.
John Hunter Nemechek was having a horrific day, and he finds himself at 7th. So evidently, they judged that Parker Kligerman was hit. And we are getting ready to go. Organically, it's not been their best race, but we may have a good finish. Ooh, so Austin Hill, Joe, decided to take the inside line with Shane and give up the outside to Sam Mayer. So do you think he cooks it because he saw what Shane did last time? Because he had a direct seat to watch Shane push those guys out wide.
I think every one of them needs to understand, and they probably do, but understand that their tire situation and understand that is going to be a huge part, especially in that first turn.
I think Shane should be thankful that he has Austin Hill behind him, because if it was Sage Karam or Sam Mayer, I think they dump him. I think they just straight go in there, don't give a shit, and they put it in 20 mile an hour faster than they need to in turn 1.
Oh my God.
Austin Hill is a veteran of this sport.
They're going to do another lap.
So the caution, the lights aren't on.
They are.
What?
I think
so,
it just came. The lights on the pace car just came back on.
No. 79 Carson Hosevars right there.
They should 79 of them. They should the 38 and a half, remember? They should have the prior year's winner have to bungee jump off that thing.
I would get second.
Yeah, I know. You'd see people locking their brakes up coming across the start finish.
We're good, Joe. We're going green.
Uh-uh.
Those lights aren't on, buddy. He's getting ready to dip right here.
Oh, yeah, we are going green. I was wrong.
Bye-bye, pace
I was
car.
wrong. Oh, that's not the view I want for this restart. Thank you.
Oh, great lift by Shane. Oh, look at that push by Parker. Oh, and then he dumps him out. Oh, my God.
He is going to dump him.
Austin Hill.
He is going to dump him.
Austin Hill. Dude,
oh, he got swirly. Oh, he lost it. No.
Austin Hill.
No way.
Sage Karam takes second. Man, he didn't dump him. He gave him the dump and run. Oh, and Sage gets second. Man,
Who's Shane
this,
dumping?
Joe, is what I want. This is what I wonder if Shane is used to, like that type of racing. You know what I mean? He needs to get around Sage Karam right now.
He's got 2 laps. I think, in my opinion, this is probably pretty easy work for SVG here. But I don't know where.
Does he give him the chrome horn? That's the thing.
I bet he doesn't.
That wouldn't be
just
any other thing. He's already caught up.
Look at.
This would be one of the biggest wins for Austin Hill, who's typically viewed as a super speedway type racer.
Look at Larson.
Yeah, he needs another caution, Larson.
No, we don't need another caution.
For Larson's chance to winning, for you to leave, no.
That's it. He's got him on the next hairpin. Thanks, Joey, for saying the same shit I just said.
Hey, you ready for this? Getting there is one thing, but passing them is another, Joe.
This is an incredible race ending.
We needed it. Yeah. We could have just done a 10-lap shootout.
Well, I mean, I think you could say that about every race.
No, not that Atlanta race. That was that race was crazy. I don't think we could have said that last week either, even though like the two
Austin Hill is going to come across the start finish line, and he is going to lock. He's pushing too hard because he's trying to stay out front. He's going to lock him up in this hairpin.
Does SVG get there and bump him? That's what I'm wanting to know. Does SVG full NASCAR it?
Oh, he did.
No, he won't. He won't. He's trying to take a better line. See, he takes a better line in the S's. He's trying to be more technical than him.
Which I guess technically that's what you're supposed to do.
But will it pay off?
Yeah.
The non-NASCAR side in him. Will it pay off? Dude, Larson's there.
Yeah, I know.
Larson's there.
Larson's like, I'm winning this shit.
He's like, I'm in the picture. I got better tires.
Somebody's losing it back there. Look at that.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Just a cloud of dust. Somebody went into in the gravel. All right.
Austin Hill's going to win this thing.
Dude, I don't know. Ooh, Shane really good on that corner. Not great on the exit. Now he's arrow blocking.
No, he can't. Austin Hill's going to win this thing.
He's got to be perfect. Man, one more lap and Larson wins this probably. Ooh. Man.
Oh, Shane locked him up.
He did. We're coming to about 3 more turns. Oh, he's got the bumper.
Larson's gonna win it. Larson is
gonna win it. He shoved the nose in too deep. Moved Hill, Van Gisbergen, all damage on the nose.
Holy
Hill
shit.
tries to do the go around. He does go around Van Gisbergen. Too much damage, not enough time. About 3 corners left. They both just go to the grass.
Diesel.
Kyle Larson is.
Are they going to fight? Are they going to fight?
Shane Van Gisbergen is going to get around. It's going to be close at the line, but watching the damage be done.
Jeez, what an ending.
Kyle Larson wins. Man, in the catbird seat the entire time, watching these two guys fight.
Michael heard me yell and he came in here like, holy shit, what a race. Well, I won't say what a race. What a last 2 laps.
And I told you, Joe, I said, will he be the first to come get tires? He does, and it pays off. Those tires were the difference.
Look at me. I'm smiling like a little kid.
I'm telling you. Those tires were the difference. I mean, the 20-lap difference on those tires are why he won.
Yeah.
Wow. Unbelievable. I will be very interested to see what Shane Van Gisbergen has to say about that type of racing. That was fun.
Michael just informed me that he was in here because he wants to see him fight. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know the SVG. Yeah, he set him hard. You know what? And he already had him pushed. If he would have just.
Do you think he brake checked him, Joe? Do you think he brake checked him?
I don't know.
He might have brake checked him.
Gonna have to call him SVG Chastain.
No, that's returning the favor. If Austin Hill doesn't hit him in turn 1. Travis.
What do you say?
I'm horny.
Me too. Oh, man. I'll see this reaction real quick, then I got to go. Man, it's coming down to the wire for me. What a race finish. What a race finish.
Chad Canals.
Well, Ryan, I better get off here. I got some prior obligations. So
You're
good race.
Man.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Absolutely. That was a good time. Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, we'll see you.
And thanks, everybody, for joining us. Again, a fight between a racing fight, that is, on the track between Austin Hill and Shane Van Gisbergen comes down to the very end, and Kyle Larson in third place with fresh tires takes advantage of it. That'll do it for us here at the Focus Health 250. Until next time, this has been Stuck in the Catch Fence.